Hopefully this is all live. Hopefully you can all hear me. If you are watching this back in the future, all you're going to hear from me this evening is ooh and ah and that looks cool and wow and no way and get VR. So I hope... What's that big sphere I'm in? I wonder what that is. Hopefully this is all playable. So I'm in evening, so I'm in VR, I'm on the motion platform. I've just got to find my controller, which I've put on the floor. Don't have hotel support, so hopefully... Okay, I notice I don't have any sound. That could be a problem. Oh, yes I do. I will probably strap myself in a moment. Oh man, it looks so good in VR. I'm not blowing my own trumpet, everything looks good in VR. All apart from Unity's performance. Because I've made every texture streamed in the game, so I have no idea what it's doing right now, apart from taking a... Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. The ATC is completely the wrong size, and I cannot read any of that text. So I'm going to have to... Oh, wow. Yeah, that's almost literally unreadable. But I happen to... Sucket is my limo. That's really weird. So if I... Oh, hold on. If I go to press Shift F3 to go to high detail... Oh. Okay, that goes fine. Alright, yeah, that's anti-aliasing. Okay, that's just... Quiet exit bus. I want to follow the bus because it's slow. Like me. Oh. And I notice it's not centered properly. Oh, yeah, I didn't bother to tell Oculus where my floor was. Can I do that? No, that just turns the headset off. Bugger. Oh man, that is still cool. I wonder what that stuff is over there. Okay, well... First question is, does the motion platform work? No. What did I forget to do? I'll probably have to restart the game in a minute and work out how to tell the Oculus where the floor is. It's a bit dark in here and it doesn't really like it. Oh man, it's so cool in VR. Let's go into a... Because I had the motion platform working. Dora, what are you doing? I can hear her doing something behind my head. Okay. Yep. That's alright. I need to restart my headset, but yeah, that was working. And that's turned... Oh, no, that's turned on, and that's turned on.
The sound of the handbrake, heck yes.
What have I done wrong now? What? I picked that sound card and it's like, nope. Um, motion box, no. Okay, what have I done wrong? Let me... Have I tried turning it off and on again? What have I done wrong? So I've got the USB's plugged in because I've got cables with lights on, and it's got power. I love this. It just goes, nah. There's no help or anything like that. It just goes, nah. Please make sure the USB plugged in and the motion platform was on. Well, you could maybe tell, crazy thought I know. How about you could tell me that it's plugged in but there is no power? Where is device manager when it's at home these days? There it is, on the right hand side. Yeah, my laptop popped up a dialog box saying Windows 8.1 is about to no longer be supported. And it's like, oh, great, what would you like me to do? Upgrade to Windows 11 on my ancient laptop? Because that's not happening. I don't know what it comes under. Is it? I think it's those two. The only thing I've changed is I now run the I've got a hub here. Not that you can see it because the camera's too high. I've got a hub here. Oh, if you want to see Dora, Dora is... We see you, little kitty on the internet. So yeah, USB hub here. Oh man, I tested everything. This bit normally works. It's usually the VR that's a pain in the ass, which it was. These are on. That's on. If I unplug these, it goes bada-boom, 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 bada-boom. And if I turn these off, hold on, the motion platform didn't move at all. That might mean it doesn't have any power. Did I forget to plug it in? I'm smart. As a smart person. That goes there. That goes into this. This is... Well, I assume it's plugged in. It's got a light. Normally when you turn the thing on, it just jolts a little bit as it suddenly energizes and then tries to balance. And I hope you're all appreciating my new microphone, which Dora hasn't chewed through yet. And that also appears to be plugged in. I guess I could lick it, but I don't want to. Alright, there you go. That does have power. Oh yeah, because it's got lights on the back. That's a good clue. So that just went dum-da-da-dum-dum-da-da-da. I think Windows would change that noise to something like a ooh, whoop, like a cool noise. Pretty sure this is... Yeah, let's go ba-da-bum. Ba-ba-da-ba. Great, so it's not working and I have literally zero idea why. For those of you who have known me for a while will know that I get very, very VR sick. So I can't really do VR without it. So I'm going to sit here a moment and scratch my head as to why it doesn't work. Why? Now I could try rebooting, which is shocking how often that fixes stuff. But the computer can see it, but it's the software just going, nope, error. Like, yeah, okay, but you know, which error? What? Be really specific as to. Oh, now I can't find the shake box. That's not right. I love this. I choose that one and it gets like, nah. All right, choose that one then. Oh, it's found it. I had to restart the software twice. Only I can't Why can't I test it? As a button mark start test that's grayed out because... Oh. What's there? No, Plum Yeti, I'm here to entertain... Where's the camera? You! But I just can't find... Oh, it's the webcam crashed. Oh, it's just lagged. Okay. I'm looking at the stream, not the... There we go. Incidentally, it's really dark in my room. No matter how bright it seems on the webcam, it's really quite dark in here. Yeah, so it says motion box detected. It's a DOF Reality H6. Auto, yeah, sure, why not have that? And then it's just like, there's this button marked motion test. Oh, profiling. Ah, that'll be why. It has for some reason decided to pick the... So I can control it with... it's under telemetry data? No. Where is it? I didn't really upload it to the cloud. I have got the most awful amount of grease on my glasses though. We're getting there. I just need to work out. So it's in telemetry mode, which I think means the control it by the steering wheel or control it directly by a joystick. But I don't remember where you disable that.
All the telemetry tab on the games tab then.
Yeah, game, but that is about capturing the telemetry, so you can look at it and go, it's fine. But I think the telemetry data API. I'm not running anything else, am I? No, I'm not running. Oh, I am running apparently several copies of Sim Racing Studio. Okay, they're all closing now. I'm hovering over them.
If in doubt, reboot.
Well, I might have to. But I think it's being but I don't know where that's coming from.
Is that saying it should be for telemetry data so I can state the thing?
Yeah, so I think that means that this mode is on, and that means that if I grab my pad, I can say to it. So for games that don't support motion platform at all, you can just say, when I steer left, move the joystick left. I love this. Set it to its max position. You mean right? I love it. It's awful. This is absolutely awful. I just want to do something. Just do anything. Oh, do I have to have a... No, Fortress Craft Phoenix streams are on Friday. See, it's called being consistent. Ah, there we go. Right, then I would say... Stick that one moving. Right, now that should be moving now. That should be controlled by that. I'm kind of glad it's not, because I didn't tune it, and that's liable just to break me. Oh, for heaven's sake.
The repair dog repair sound a steam engine?
It's just a sound effect. Does it work? Does it tell you that you're being repaired? Yes, excellent. Tick box, move on. Everyone's a critic. If you have a better sound effect, send me a better sound effect, I will put it in. Other than that, it's dumb. I went over this before. Like, I have to do like 200 or 300 sound effects for the game. There is no way I can spend a lot of time on each one. It's just not feasible. They're just vague mechanical sounding loops that I found. They'll do. Better than silence because it knows you're being repaired. Well, I don't have SIMD, I don't have iFlag, I don't have a HUD device, I don't have a belt, don't have motion compensation. I don't think any of these are. But this should be now working on this. What have I missed? What have I missed? It's bloody... I've never had this not work, by the way. This just works. It's just the most idiot-proof bit of hardware I've ever had. Except now when I need it to. But I think it's still because it's... See, now can I turn to... If I turn joystick off, I would expect this to say something like, please run a game. That's what I'm expecting it to say. But I think it's being controlled by telemetry data of I don't know what. Like, let me just check AstroTrucks isn't, you know, still running or anything. That would be embarrassing. It is not. Oh, dear me. SRS telemetry data API. Here's the worst thing. The dialogue, the message that appeared is the most generic thing. And I'll add no motion. No motion. I'm 99% sure the hardware's alright. It's because I'm seeing that message there, which leads me to believe it's controlling itself off of some old telemetry-based input. Oh. Yeah, I think I know.
Drops.
I think it's only a guess. It's only a guess. But I'm wondering if it's the other. I've got 2 other machines in the house running AstroTrucks right now, and I broadcast the thing onto the local network. This is only a guess, by the way. That's a pure guess because, but that. Oh, because I'm not in a spaceship. That might be why.
So, like, the motion rig attached itself to one of the other machines running AstroTrucks?
Yes.
Huh.
Basically, the way that these work, they're designed for people with, you know, quite an odd setup. So it's even though the game runs on the same computer as the sim racing software, it doesn't need to. And I did say, can I run on any computer? They're like, oh no, you'll get lag. And I'm like, I have a physical piece of hardware that has to physically move me around. I don't think I'm going to get lag over a LAN. I really need to fix these loading times. I have no idea what it's doing. I have zero idea. I've streamed all the textures. As far as I'm concerned, there's not much left to stream. Right, you should be in the game in a second. I don't know what Unity's doing, though, quite frankly, that statement just... Oh, that's so loud. Yeah, so now it's saying the same thing. Telemetry data API. I mean, it's working. Oh, that's very loud.
Yeah, that bit. That's a great way of making yourself feel sick.
What, going downwards?
Yeah, in VR.
I mean, when part of the trick is not to spend too much time looking at the cockpit. Like, if you're going downwards, don't, like, keep the outside in your peripheral vision. The only bit I don't like is when you start flying at like wonky angles like this. That's definitely never good. Oh, the decals do work. They have finally fixed both of the issues, and I'd like to point out I had to badger them to fix those issues. There was no, hey, we fixed it. It was me. I supplied them with the fixes and extensive details on how to fix it. Do I get a thanks? Do I? Fuck. If I don't want to fly in 2D, the whole point was, hey, I'm going to do it in VR. Well, VR bit works, but because there's no connection.
I think is there no way of you checking the VR, the motion platform stuff by putting something like just some knock up some sort of dummy receiver to say I'm receiving the messages?
Knock up some dummy receiver? What, in like a week? No, not really. No, it'll be probably because
Something to prove the message is coming out of the game. I mean,
I know the message coming. I know the message is coming out of the game. I've done it before.
Yeah.
But I was expecting it to say VR Space Sneak, which is what it internally says, because that's what it said earlier, and now it has this very confusing message that just says telemetry data. Oh, there you go, VR API. So look, there you go, telemetry data API, VR Space Sneak. But I didn't get any movement. I'm not like trying this for the first time. I'm not quite that gone to. That's interesting. That's a very loud noise in my right ear. Oh. So I think Sim Racing Studio is possibly, like, I'm pretty sure what might be happening is it might be receiving two sets of telemetry data, one from that computer, one from this one. I don't think it really cares. It will just receive UDP data, just goes, here's your data, because in UDP mean it's connectionless, it's just a packet from somewhere on the port it's expecting.
So
that doesn't explain why.
You have to have a computer near the motion rig.
Well, no, that's what?
No, I mean, why would you not run the computer locally, the game locally? I get confused there, probably.
I mean, you can. Because that's not how telemetry works. Telemetry is designed for one computer to run all the hardware and a different computer to run the software. So one computer runs the game, one computer deals with moving it. It can run it on the same one, and I am running it on the same one. The issue is, over there on that computer over there is the server you guys are on. But that is my guess what the issue is. So I guess I will go with VR with no motion, with a sad face, because I do want to have a look at things in VR. So I'll be back in 2 moments in VR, but not moving. Where the hell do I tell the Oculus where the floor is? If I go to Guardian, it goes stationary or room scale. Stationary, it goes, is this right? No, it's not.
Put one of your controllers on the floor.
No, because you don't do that on the Oculus, thank God. You just touch the floor. But it's tracking my hands. I can see my hand there in VR. Ooh. But it's not brought up the do you want to move the floor option. Switch to room scale boundary. Define play area. Yes, but my floor's wrong. What? Yeah, because the Quest has got all hand tracking, you see, so it's super cool. You don't need to do... I don't even use the controllers. I genuinely am navigating all the menus with my hand. It's just brilliant. Genuinely awesome. Except I don't know how to change this where the floor is. If anybody does know...
Are you getting the new one as well with the foot tracking?
I thought they were. I didn't think it was camera foot tracking. Is it camera foot tracking? Ah, found it.
I think it was composited in, like they had actual mocap suits, or at least people were mocking them for it.
Right, so they have mocap suits because the Quest has cameras here. It knows where it can see my feet. There's no reason that it will or won't. Just waiting for the Quest now to tell me, "Hey, I found your computer." And for some reason now I can't go back into pass-through mode. Oh, for God's sake! Sorry, I take it all back. This is a pile of shit. Yeah, my pass-through's not working. I'm not just banging my head like a madman. I should tap there twice, and then I should see my room, and tap there again, I should see this. But it's like I'm searching, so I'll have to like do this, which is not. Last time I went to devices, and it went, "Yep, found it." It's like, right, but you didn't find it a minute ago. This is the thing. I have no idea what's broken, and to be fair, at least Oculus do continually update their stuff, unlike most of the other systems on the market, which just don't. I'm going to put that there because I never click on that side, but I seem to click up here a lot. Oh, it's found it. I had to restart the software app. I still seem though like this. How to describe it? The thing in VR that I'm seeing is very low, and that movement's like if I move my head, that's moving up and down about 10 times as much as I'm moving it. As I've said many times before, I love VR. I think VR is the best and most awesome thing in the world, but it is still enormously broken in just a huge number of ways. So is my game. I don't know why it's taking so long to boot up. I need to fix that. It doesn't on that PC, but this PC is quite a bit slow. I think this is running off a hard drive, not an SSD. Hello.
The game also doesn't start up the lock up for me. I don't know what it does for you.
It doesn't what?
Like the other windows and programs are not running when the game boots up.
What? When you boot the game
Last time you said that it couldn't be anything that you are doing. It must be some kind
Sorry, you've completely lost me. What are you talking about? I've no context here. Something about something when it's booting up?
AstroTrucks?
Yes.
Well, I have on Firefox I have a YouTube video.
Right.
I put up AstroTrucks. The video playback will freeze.
Right, you understand that's not possible for me to do that, right? I couldn't even write a program to do that if I wanted to.
That's what you said last time, but
It's-
I thought that I would mention
Jesus, fuck, that's loud. Yeah, so I'm still floating way above the... good God, that's so loud. Now, what button did I say was the button to do the other censoring?
Spacebar.
Yeah, the other one. I said there were 2 ways of doing it. Oh, hold on. My motion rig's moving. Or it's vibrating. Great. You have a funny feeling this one is sending packets and the other one's sending packets as well. I'm definitely getting some sort of motion. I think it might actually be working. Okay, so the problem is, and I'm getting quite pissed off, I've written code that when you press spacebar, what it does is it goes, how far away are you from the origin? Right, just subtract that from the origin. Done. That's all it does. It just literally puts you in the middle, no matter what stupid things the VR headset does. Nothing. Just nothing at all. Good God, there are some noises coming from my motion rig. But yeah, I did say there were 2 controls, but I don't remember what the other one was. And I can't read I can't read what's on the headset. God, Lord, that okay? I need to turn off. Tuning, shake, engine. Right, it's the engine. Might actually be working now, the motion. Would give him value of work. It was certainly doing something there anyway. I did actually fiddle with it. But as I said, when I press spacebar, I've written the idea of this tonight was to do a bit more testing and a bit less dev. But right now, I don't understand what's going on. When I press spacebar, it should just take the difference between 000 and where the headset is, and then just translate the headset by that. I wrote the code, I haven't changed it. And one of the things I want in this game, and I think it's really important, and I've already had people go, oh wow, when I've mentioned it, is I believe the game's, it should be 0 friction. To the point where if you put your heads outside the cockpit, maybe I'll actually put your head back in. So I don't want to have to fiddle with this. I want it. It should also recenter it every time you leave the thingy. Let me turn my. I'm sorry. I'm just roasting here. Right. It'd just be nice to progress on the game and not be taking 2 steps forwards, 5 steps back. Which does seem to be what it feels like quite a lot of the time. It also doesn't help that when you've got VR on, Unity just constantly spams the log with just utter shit. Constantly. I mean, absolutely constantly. Allocated TSR allocator, peak over allocated bytes, overflowed by 8 bytes. Don't put that out in the thread. What are you doing?
I also got a proper dual joystick gamepad.
Cool.
And I've been playing AstroTrucks with keyboard quite a lot, and with the gamepad it feels that all the ships spin so much easier.
The ships spin easier.
Like I.
Do you mean that on keyboard they roll more responsively?
Yeah, something like that.
Because there is damping applied to the bumpers. It will be applying to the keyboard. because people were complaining about it. So I dumped it. It only ramps in over, half a second or something. Apparently I didn't bother to write out to the log file. I hate not being in front of the compiler. I can't. My computer has been importing and baking for the last 24 hours, and I don't expect it to finish anytime soon. So I can't fix it because I have no way to reset the VR headset. What it thinks is 0. And as far as I'm aware, that's now been fixed for Quest. For the G2. And I can play it in 2D, I guess, but now I've got no motion platform and no. Yeah, I will have to basically spend some time on that reset function because I'm pissed off because all I did is I specifically wrote code that went put your VR headset back in the middle, because that's what Live for Speed does. Is every time you get in the car, it resets your headset because you would always basically have your headset in the natural position. So I'm just hacked off. I've written this code and it was working and now it's broken because I am, as I said, one dev writing this game by myself. I cannot spend my time constantly shaving the yak. The yak has to be bald. I have to move on to shaving something else.
What does that mean?
Well, it takes a long time to shave a yak, so by the time you finish shaving the yak, you've got to start again. Or you get distracted. You start to shave the yak and you're like, oh, I should probably, do something else. Yeah, painting the Forth Bridge would be a less internationally.
With you now.
Yes, but that's less internationally friendly because now everyone else is like, what the fuck's the Forth Bridge? Well, I guess I'll play it. I guess I'll play it in 2D. Although none of you complained about the insane burst of sound when you joined the game. Because remember, I normally play in the editor. That doesn't happen in the editor. It also doesn't help that for some unknown reason, the first frame of the game is about half a second long as well. Like, I do so much work to spread all of this out, and then Unity just goes, oh, hold on, I'm just going to load all these textures on this frame. And I've already pitched about, yeah, that there. That is just such a sound effect, and none of you mentioned it. Well, no.
I thought that was a small issue.
No, that's what every time you go, oh god, that's loud. That's not a small issue. And when you turn on the ship, I think all of the, in fact, the whole game is very, very, very piercingly loud. But that might just be that I've turned everything down here. So I'm getting. Okay, now that's cool. So what I've done is when you put the handbrake on, I change gear. So when I do that, the whole motion goes chunk when I put the handbrake on. But I will see if there's any telemetry data coming in. I'm in 2D now. Yes, there is telemetry data coming in. Yes, there's my speed in centimeters per second, I think. Although the RPM value I'm sending is apparently. Wow, am I seriously, in the vast nothingness of space, I tab out and then I fly into something?
That's probably the hangar floor issues.
No, I'm outside of the issue. What hangar floor issues?
When you start up, it's very common for me to have contact on the ground floor.
What, on the first frame, or you drifted into it?
Drifted into it.
Yeah. Sometimes your ship hasn't even started and the...
I mean, bear in mind, I don't want to hear anything that isn't on, if you have experienced this in the last 2 or 3 builds. Because, again, I do every change note, and one of them was, when you're in the ATC, ships no longer move, because they were. But has this happened in the last build or 2? Excellent. Bugs fixed. Oh, the game just crashed. Oh no! What? Wait, has my whole... Yeah, Unity playback has not... Wow, Unity crashed. Oh my god. Hold on. Is anyone still there?
Yep.
Okay, just checking. Yep, Unity just closed.
Shit the bed.
No, just closed. Just Unity's running. Now Unity's not running. So the good news is, sort of, I am getting what appears to be sensible telemetry data. The bad news is I'm not getting any movement from my motion rig. I mean, I guess what I could do is I could unplug the... Because, I don't know, if I unplug that, you guys won't be able to hear me, but the stream will, because that's a different computer. Bear in mind, to do what I'm doing here involves juggling 3-4 computers. So one for the streaming, one for the motion platform, one for the game. Just trying to work out. But that did appear to be doing something. Well, I've never had Unity crash before, the game crash, but I haven't updated the video card drivers on this PC for about... forever. And what is currently taking 24 hours on the computer is my PC rebuilding in the latest version of Unity, which fixes all the issues, and we'll see whether that's true. But I'm supposed to be showing this at a show in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. So I need stuff to work, like definitely work.
Where are you going to show it?
Belgrave Music Hall at the Game Makers Yorkshire Games Republic event. They're like, hey, you should come along. It's a local event, but... God. Sorry, all I can take away from this is that literally everybody else who plays this game is completely deaf, apart from me. There is no way that's so awful and so loud.
Quite far down.
So loud. Right, let's put the game to like 3rd volume.
I'd also have a crack at making some sound effects.
I mean, in the nicest possible way.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's not the sound effects. It's the issue. It's the fact it fires off. I think it fires off the sound effects for all of the toggles on the first frame. So it does everything on that first frame. I don't know why. So I need to fix that. Okay.
The game should be totally navigable with the gamepad, right?
I believe so. Yes.
How do I see the ATC hologram with the gamepad?
That is a optional gameplay feature.
Okay.
You can't in a minute. There'll be a 3rd location, so it'll be up, down, hollow. But do you ever look at it in the mouse? With the mouse?
I have to use the mouse at the moment.
Right, but do you?
Right. Try to play with the gamepad this go.
No. You're not answering my question. Do you look at it on the mouse? What do you look for when you're doing it on the mouse? Like, you're the first person I'm aware of that's even bothered to even look at the ATC and just even notice it's a thing.
It's super cool thing. I guess I'm not using that much, but I remember that's a cool feature.
The scaling looks off.
Of?
I think.
The scaling?
Like, some things look closer and bigger than they are, and right now I don't see hydroponics as example.
Again, I have no context. You just said to me, some things look bigger and closer than they are. What things look bigger and closer than they are? Into what circle?
Right now in ATC.
Right. You're in the ATC, okay.
Yes. Like, some are things behind the monitors?
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the holograms in the ATC?
Yes.
Right, you didn't mention that part. There's a whole bunch of non-explained keys. I think page up, page down, and cursor keys, but mostly you should track an object, but that only appears to work on the server. The scale is absolutely correct, but that does not mean that objects are missing. It does not mean that objects aren't missing. They probably are.
Well, they were just behind the
Yeah,
monitors there because stuff isn't zoomed out far enough.
I believe page up and page down changes the zoom. You can also track an object, but I think that's broken.
And arrow keys move the whole holo map. That's nice.
I can't hear anything. Yes, arrow keys do move. The tracking is the way that I expect people to do it. I don't really expect people to pan around. It's super awesome in VR. It really is.
I have a question.
Yes.
So is for those of us with motion rigs, is the model, the server sends the telemetry to the PC controlling the rig?
Yes. Well, no. It just broadcasts it to the local LAN, which is what I think is happening. I think I'm receiving packets from both that one and this one.
So if I had a motion rig, how would I receive it being a client?
No. Oh, sorry, no, not the server. So what's happening is I'm running 2 copies of AstroTrucks on my local network. Both of them are broadcasting telemetry data. So this PC is broadcasting, you're at this angle, you're at that angle. That one is broadcasting 0, 0, 0, 0, because obviously I'm in the ATC and I'm not moving. Uh-oh. No, that's fine. So when I know that it's talking because when I change gear, when I put the handbrake on, the motion rig goes boom. But I think what it might be doing is going first gear, second gear, first gear. So this one is changing to a random gear, and then that one is just changing it back. So I get the thunk. Yes, I'm currently in gear 20. 21. No. This is the only machine talking to it. Like gear 25, gear 26. So every time I put the handbrake on, it puts it into the next gear. So the motion rig does a thunk, which is very cool, and I've not actually noticed that before. Why have I got no motion? That is cool. I'm really happy with that.
I tried to figure out what the issue with the ADC is. The asteroids are painted very red, and there seems to be a minimum draw distance that makes it draw not over the blue base where
they're supposed to. The ATC is supposed to only render within a couple of meters of the visual thing, but it's not. I've been a bit more generous on that than I should have. Why is this not moving? Because I can see now, if I look at the telemetry data, I can see, so if I'm going straight, my long G, it's a huge number, so I'm accelerating, decelerating by, I'm guessing that's millimeters per second. So that's definitely changing. That's definitely doing a number. So the motion rig should be moving, and it isn't because I don't know why. These are on, aren't they? Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Hold on a moment. I've had a second brainwave. Yes, I do need to make sure, at the very least, when you're in the ATC, I'm not transmitting any telemetry data. I think that's quite important. Oh, you know how I said very clearly, I know it's plugged into USB because I've got USB cables that light up. It appears that these ones, because the box I'm plugged into is powered, it doesn't matter whether or not they're plugged in or not, they still light up. Well, obviously they're going to be plugged in at one end. And I think they may not have actually been plugged in. Is this thing going to kill me now? No? That might have been what it was.
In the ATC, middle row of screens, one above trucker database, no, to the left of trucker database, Should I see myself? Oh no, maybe I've got Schalke selected.
Maybe you have Schalke selected, yes.
That's okay.
It should
I've Schalke
default to
selected,
you.
that's fine.
It should, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It just defaults to, you know.
That's fine. I'll just, yeah, that's fine. I got it. That's fine. Thank you.
So if I unplug that, that has gone to the dump. Bump bada bum. Come on. I tell you what. See, your solution, Max, of let's run a little test program and see if it's receiving was a terrible one, but you were so close to a good solution. I'm just going to very quickly run lift for speed and see whether or not the motion platform moves. That makes more sense, doesn't it?
It does.
Can you close the software on the other PC?
Sure, I can kick you off the server, yes. But I felt that you being on the server was more important than... No, it's not. I'm so good at drifting! Okay, so what does the Sim Racing Studio think it's talking to? It thinks it's talking to something called Telemetry Data API, which is, I'm pretty sure that's that machine over there. So I think what's happening is this machine is sending telemetry data, but what is happening is at the same time, that is just sending a constant stream of zeros to it. So what will happen is it will receive some number, then a zero. I'm not sure why the telemetry data displayed seems to differ from that, but I'm not going to worry about that. I have got some notes. I'm much more annoyed about the VR not working. So it works, but I'm stuck 20 feet above the cockpit, and the reset button doesn't. And none of you can remember what the other reset button is, because there were two. It was spacebar and then something and spacebar. I don't remember what it was. But I will. Yeah, I've tried these. I am cleverer than I look, which is not hard.
I do know that Zebra is now level 10 in Taxi, so that's cool.
And I do want to fix these loading times because I've just been staring at a black screen for like 10-15 seconds now. Then it takes 10 or 15 seconds to pop up the thing that says made with Unity, so I might not be able to. That might actually just be Unity's issues. And then I tried to navigate the menus on the steering wheel, so that's not going to work, is it?
Your steering wheel has a D-pad.
It does, but thankfully the game ignores the steering wheel. To be fair, the chances of there being two people running software with the motion platform within reception of it is quite small. I don't need to really worry about the situation of two people trying to play it on a LAN. You know, I think that's so so unlikely. Oh, where's my I like my vibrate. I'm not old. I'm aging like a fine wine. So fuck you, Fork Smash. I look amazing. Sorry about how you look, but I can't do anything about that.
He's just 29 years old. Extended seasons.
Oh, I'm sad. My vibration's stopped. Oh, I've got a bit. So I've got the vibration. Maybe I should also worry about that a bit. So it does pass down like speed parameters and things. I should probably point out. Oh, it's working now. I was fairly old when Fortran came out as well. Like older than I am now. No, it wasn't. That's not how it works. Younger than I am now. Okay, so is anyone doing cargo at the moment tonight?
Yes.
Me.
Right. Let me rephrase the question. Does anyone need any workers anywhere?
Oh. I'm not sure.
The war on thing.
I was gonna ask if the refiner or the ore processor lost all its ore, or we finally moved it all.
I think on the last stream people were actually beginning to move the ore around a whole bunch. You've played VR games, Mike, but have you ever... No, the issue is if more than one person has a motion platform, not more than one person has VR. Which I believe is quite unlikely. Also, I did a whole bunch of testing of the new damage systems. So the ships, all the systems on your ship now damage completely differently. I've completely rewritten it, and as part of that, I had to just like slam the ship around. So I picked the limo, and I was just slamming the limo around. It's a great ship. You can really do terrifying things with it.
Did someone just get rammed, or did ram a taxi or a bus? A cargo van or something?
I just got rammed by one of the asteroid mover thingies.
Yeah.
AI ship, I think.
They do actually try and stop for you, but they're just not very good at it.
I stop for no one.
Yeah, this looked like a yeah, thank you. You're just bump in the road. Oh.
Because they were supposed to be convincing humans, so they're not perfect on purpose. But they should probably stop if you're there and try and sidestep around you. Like a bit better than they do. Again, if anyone's in the ATC, you can tell me if anywhere lacks workers, please do. Otherwise, I'm going to just drop some workers off over here, and then I will take the bus out. Oh, I really want to look at this in VR, damn it. I'll look at all the cool stuff. Going, ooh, and ah. I don't understand why every game doesn't have VR support. Even if there's a big star going, it's not very playable, but it's so cool just to look at stuff. What's the game I...
Are they in 2D? 3D?
Well, I played it... Ooh. That hurt. I played a game called Scorn, I guess last week now, and I can't recommend it as a game, as a graphic experience, totally, but I was playing it going, I really wish this would run in VR, because it just looks so good all the way through. Yeah, no, you
put walls on the ice drop off, you jerk.
I put what?
The ice drop off.
Oh, yeah, I did. Someone doesn't read the patch notes.
Patch who's what?
I love patch notes. They just make me happy.
Processed ore collection doesn't have any workers available.
Processed ore collection.
It's not super clear which ones are supposed to have workers.
Well, they're not quite. They should all have workers, but that's the mining processor, I believe. Dr. Realism is now level 10 in cargo. Your name's slightly too long. I might have to reduce the font size slightly. But I will be doing a pass over the sound effects. But the important thing is, are all the sound effects there? Not are the sound effects good? So you have now sound for entering and exiting every single mode. You have sounds for handbrake. You have sounds for refueling, repairing, replacing, loading, and offloading. They've all got their own sound effect. VR makes me motion sick unless you're on a motion platform. Then the motion sickness goes away. It's amazing. It's genuinely unbelievable how you just don't feel sick in the motion platform. So I will explain what's going on, because some of you may be imminently about to break your ship. So previously I had a system that just randomly checked every time you use the system if it was breaking, and it just doesn't work. So it's very hard to balance. So now what happens is you accumulate damage up to a point, and the rate of accumulation and the accumulation target varies depending on your skill and all that. So if you guys can look at your damage meter, underneath any of the text, do you have a cyan bar building up? So it builds, it's a small one, it fits under the text. Yeah. When that hits the right-hand side, that system will break.
Oh,
so
fancy.
The rate at which it fills up is based on how damaged it is and how damaged you're doing it. but it's also modulated by your repair skill, which in my case, mechanical sympathy, which in my case is 300%, because apparently I like to break ships a lot.
Mine's 150%. It doesn't give me a plus number, it just gives me the 150%. What's the plus number for?
That plus number is how many points you spent with your experience points in that stat.
Oh, okay.
Which is fully implemented, just doesn't have any UI. I have a sneaky suspicion I may have also hooked up the manoeuvring stat, and I may have overdone it, because I seem to be throwing the ship around like a... Oh, I have nothing. Never mind, I have no cargo. That would be it. Right.
With the gamepad, you need to be on the ATC in order to see your stats. I can't figure out how to look on left back. With
Again, I'm sure. How do I fix that? What's the solution?
Have more look points for the toggle.
It's already 3, and I've watched Max actually try and play the game, and that's possibly already too many. I don't think having like a dozen look points around the cock... Oh, you're joking me. The ship's thrusters are completely, totally knackered. And I'd say who flew the ship last, but I know who flew the ship last because it's the bus.
I know who flew it last.
How about a right stick click to put on free look, and then you can turn it off the same way. And then instead of rotating, you rotate the wheel.
Yeah, so that's what I thought about, is you look up, you look down, you look freely.
Use the D-pad to switch the right MFD through various modes.
D-pad is used, isn't it? Oh yeah, okay, leave a debug.
Right now, just left for debug, but up and down could switch modes or something.
Don't laugh, but I'm lost because I couldn't work out which way the bus started. Oh man, I'm up to like a quarter damage on the thrusters already. But this is much less broken than it was. Yeah, I could cycle through the MFDs. That is a thing. Mostly though, I'm not expecting anyone to play on a pad and not have a mouse. That's console territory, so I'm not really fussed about that. So if you're on a Switch, you have access to a pad and a mouse at the same time. It's also not critical, because as you pointed out, you can look at those stats back in the ATC.
Alright, I'd like the repair noise. Like the replacing stuff noise.
What? The num 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 num.
Sounds like you're actually fixing stuff. That's great.
Well, I've got a selection of sounds, and some of them are good and some of them are not. Shaco, stop cheating. As I said, pretend that I fixed that.
I was going to explore object in the horizon.
There's nothing.
What that is.
What? You're flying.
Got the gurgling for the fuel.
You're flying.
Something green far away.
Yes, I can see it.
This is gonna make people need to go pee.
There is something.
When I approach the first green bit, I see a bigger second green bit farther away.
Is that actually a thing? Does anyone in this chat or in the watching the stream actually hear gurgling noises and think I need a piss? Was that just I thought it was a film thing. That's not actually a thing, is it?
If you want it to be, it can be a thing.
No, I
you
don't.
gotta trick yourself into believing it.
I don't want it to be a thing. Why would I want it to be a thing?
Depends how desperate you are, to be frank.
Oh, yes, but if you already
You're on the
need
edge
a
of
way.
needing a piss.
Yeah, but like I've never been on the edge needing a piss and then heard a fountain and then just wet myself. Not yet.
No.
Give me another year or so. Because apparently I'm old, according to the chat.
You need a Tenorman pad.
Huh.
No, I'm gonna get a Hiwi.
A Hiwi. What's a Hiwi?
Do you know?
You haven't seen the Shiwi?
I know what a Shiwi is, yeah.
Yeah. Imagine a Shiwi, but for men. It's basically, so I mean, if you were a less couth person, you might just use a bottle of Coke or something. But the Hiwi is much more, what's the word? Discreet
God.
and ergonomic.
The fact that when you're repairing, the sound keeps going up in pitch the whole time is kind of anxiety-inducing.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
I've got. I was thinking a ratchet wrench or a power drill or something making some noise in that situation would be sufficient.
Oh, when you repair, it doesn't fix that blue bar. Oh,
oh, are you sure? It should. If
my
you're-
RCS coils are still halfway up on blue.
if you get
Makes
to
me sad.
Oh, we got
That-
no more raw
It
food.
slows
I'm
down a
not
bit,
full.
but not too soon.
Unhappy face.
Well, I just sent one load of ice. It's not enough for a full cargo load.
We need to get some more workers over at raw
Yeah.
food or
So-
hydroponics.
As I've pointed out, we are beginning to get to the point, and I do understand it takes too many hours of play to get here, but you have to pretend the colony has been played by someone previously. We are getting to the point where you or we need to start working as a team in order to say, I need a whole bunch of workers slash ice slash whatever at blah location. It might also be that the cargo van simply isn't enough, or as a colony
not.
we need to say, hey, we need 3 of... I don't know how many cargo vans we own. Also, bear in mind, to buy a cargo van, I have to go over to that computer and buy it, because I can't... there's no permission system yet.
We have 2, and they're both being used.
They're not both being used?
They are both being used. That's why he's bitching about the fact that I
Ah.
haven't brought enough ice. But I'm working on it. I wanted to hear all the new sound effects.
Are there any workers, though?
Oh.
I have 7 workers at the hydroponics.
Is there something that allows
With you?
to
Like-
select which workers you're taking?
Yes, drive a limo. So the...
Or a bus.
So the
Yeah,
no,
in
not the
fact,
bus.
right.
So the taxi does not give you the option. The taxi is the first ship and has very little in the way of advantages other than it's quite easy to fly. The limo, you get access to probably up to 3 or 4 hours on any given server, and that has the advantage that when you load a worker, it removes the destination from the worker. This means that when you unlock the bus, the limo doesn't become completely obsolete. The limo always has a use. Now, I have implemented the upgrade dock, but it doesn't work yet. And one of the stats will be... well, it's hidden behind cooling matrix, but the cooling matrix is the special stat for that vehicle. So what I will probably do is have it so you have an increased chance of stripping our destination off a worker as you upgrade the ship. But, and here's the interesting bit, you can only upgrade your ship. You can't upgrade colony ships. So that is your motivation for you to buy a ship. Because right now, I've been struggling for a motivation for anyone to buy their own ship. Like, there's just no reason to. So all of the stats on the left and the right will be upgraded. Loading, electrics, acceleration, fuel efficiency, maneuvering, hull integrity, RCS thrusters. So you'll be able to upgrade everything. And it will just upgrade the next one. So it'll upgrade in a round robin fashion. So I'm avoiding initially UI work. So that will mean that it will upgrade the next lowest thing on your ship. And once they've all been upgraded to level 3, you can upgrade that one to level 4. And when they're all level 4, and so on and so on.
Random question.
Yes.
Did you get rid of the dock circles
No.
on
No,
purpose?
No.
No.
It was
Don't-
broken previously.
No, they're not broken. They just haven't been added.
Still,
Oh.
I want to do it too. So I'm trying to get ice. I was like, I know where the spot is supposed to be, but there's nothing saying, "Hey, stupid, over here."
Are you sure?
Unless you see something I don't.
Well, I don't see because then I'm parking my bus for repairs.
Yeah, I'm just saying. The next time you're by the ice, come have a looky-loo.
Could we afford
They
another
don't
cargo
follow
van?
me, so I'm not there anymore.
The green dots were 2 ships.
Oh, yes, they are future ships.
We need the bigger cargo ship, but that's gonna take forever to get to that ship.
Yeah,
because
but
you haven't implemented it yet.
it's not implemented. It's not you're not supposed to. After
But we want it.
what's that game like?
It's our precious.
He cheated it in the cargo ship and then complained it didn't work. And I was like, yep, you're not supposed to. So I've pushed a bunch of ships out. The ones that are at level 30 or level 99, you're not supposed to fly
Yet.
yet.
So how many weeks for the game show?
About 4 weeks, something like that.
Oh,
It's primarily only being shown to other devs and publishers, though. So it's not random people.
Make it brighter.
Maybe what
I like
brighter?
that.
What?
The insides of the buildings, at least.
No.
Huh.
I'm doing a bake right now, but it's going to take probably till tomorrow morning to finish.
Oh God.
There have been some problems.
Oh dear. Your problems or Unity problems?
In this case, third-party problems.
Even worse.
So I believe the cyan bar will go away if you fully repair something, but you
I
can't
did.
fully repair. As in...
So in the process of moving from the replacement to the repairs, that little bit of damage to the RCS coils was enough to negate the ability to get rid of the blue bar.
Might have been. I'll see. I will check, because I did implement that. But I said I have completely redone the entire damage system from scratch.
Yeah, that's fine.
And this is the first play test. But I reckon it's actually
I understand
really good.
what's happening.
But no, I'm just saying, I reckon
I'm bringing it up though because, no,
I reckon it's actually pretty good now, because breaking down isn't a surprise, but if you're trying to get from A to B, you're still going to get, hit by it, going, I'm gonna run out. So that, I think that's better than what we had previously, which is surprise, it broke. It also means, unfortunately, you can do what I did earlier, which is to break it on purpose out in the middle of nowhere, so you've got plenty of health left for when you come in.
Oh God, would you freaking... Ooh, I like that.
What?
Well, I turned the self-correcting gyros off and just am pegging it, and the whole ship just rattles and rolls. This is fun.
That's because both Schalke and Malcolm decided just to fly flat out through the entire level, completely ignoring the, by the way, you're overspeed, and then it's like, why is my ship broken? So yeah, no one will break the speed limit without being acutely aware they are breaking the speed limit.
This is fun. The ship just jiggles.
You probably want to...
reverted back into the ATC, then to check what ships were available, then came out again, and the ship immediately crashed around in the hangar.
Which ship?
Like, taxi.
Taxi. Okay, cheers. I will check all the taxi points.
It's in the bottom left slot.
My damage readout is telling me that I'm looking at refueler with no name. I don't see a refueler.
Every time you say that, I think of country songs.
I'm a refueler with no name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that gear change thud is awesome. I need to do more vibration work. I've mentioned before, but the vibration
Especially since it
work
doesn't work.
on Forza. No, the vibration bit works fine. It's just the motion that isn't.
Seems less than ideal.
I also seem to have done something bad with the fog in the repair dock. It looks completely different.
I'm about to hit this ship.
Well, I'm going to try repairing and seeing whether or not the RCS thrust fixes. Because I can get from A to B without using the RCS.
Uh-huh.
But it may just be I didn't quite get the... Or it could be when you're in the replacement dock, it should at that point just repair it when you're in there. Okay, Shaka, thank you for popping in. Yeah, I need to get...
Say bye?
He did. Well, in chat. I need to get that VR working though, because I'm planning on showing on VR. Because something I've learned from shows, it doesn't matter what you're showing, show it in VR. I've done shows of Fortress Craft, which sort of had VR support, but I've had a queue, and they don't. And the dev next to me after the first day took his VR headset off because he goes, people don't care about my game, they just want to look at VR. I'm like, yes, but the thing they're looking at in VR is your game, you muppet.
What a weird thing to bitch about.
Well, he was bitching about they didn't care about his game. They just cared about VR. And I didn't want to say, it's because your game's shit, mate. I did say a nice thing.
I mean, yeah, but...
I'm trying to baby it from parts dock to repair dock. Then I'll fly over to hydroponics.
And when you're stuck, when something breaks, it's a lot less annoying than it used to be. 10 out of 10 there.
Well, it might need to become more.
And it's not surprising.
Yeah, it's not surprising. Which, as I say,
everything about this, yeah, this is much better.
But that might
10
be
out of 10.
might be exploitable if it's not surprising, of course. Because I said you can break it down in purpose when you're not near anything to hit.
Yeah, yeah. Because now it's reset. That's wonderful.
Okay, so my RCS cores appear to be not damaged. Repairing. The cyan on green is a terrible color choice as well.
I mean, it's subtle, but it's there.
Yeah, it's subtle. That's the problem.
Black outline.
No, it's just a different color, orange maybe or something.
Yeah, yeah, orange will be fine. I'm not even sure you can see it on stream. It's very subtle. Sorry, it's me. What was the punchline? I'll tell you the rest of the joke. Yeah, so that's definitely not working. It's supposed to repair Wait, who the hell was that? Oh, now there's an exploit. Are you seeing the readout?
You repaired a lot of... Oh, you just bouncing around in there. What are you doing?
Just spinning on the spot.
Oh no! That didn't used to be like that. What happened?
Yeah, it did. It's because... So who just did that insane maneuver, by the way, through the repair bay? Because the trail that was amazing. The trail you've left is incredible. So much so I took a screenshot.
30 meters per second.
Yeah, basically I was at an event and a guy had his game and he had a VR headset and he was bitching that people didn't care about his game, they just cared about seeing VR. And so he took the VR headset away. And that was about the last time he had anyone looking at his game. One thing I also changed is the rate of power generation relative. So the electric stat should increase the amount of power you get. I don't think it is. What was the game about? It was a walking simulator. And I don't mean that in a derogatory term. Just electrics replace the offloading. So loading and offloading are now a single stat rather than two stats that are identical but different. And we now have an electrics stat.
Oh, electrics.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
I wish I could see that when I just click through the thumbstick.
Yes.
Up and
We
down.
know. Yeah, we've already been over this.
We did. I missed it.
Did? Oh, well, maybe you should have been listening.
I'll work on that.
Like walking simulator, you walk across planes, or
It was a narrative-driven, open-world exploration game with a strong story based on. It was some.
entirely like, please do it in VR.
Yeah, because in VR it was anything in VR is awesome. Shit stuff in VR is awesome. Whereas that's the only thing his game had going for it, the VR support. This game, I quite enjoy this game. I don't really give a shit if you guys are just being nice. I really enjoy playing this game. I don't know if I would pay money for it. I don't know if I wasn't writing it how much I would play. If I were a purchaser, I would be happy at the fact the game gets daily patches. I think that might blow me away a little bit, going, what? But in VR, this game, as almost every game, is just amazing. So that big thing up there will look really big. Now I'm playing today on my motion platform, so I'm sitting in front of a 100-inch projection. Sadly, because I'm streaming, I can't do it in 4K. This game in 4K again looks amazing because you get to see all the detail off in the distance. Okay.
Change the
No, what debris?
the joke you just render on everything.
No.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's getting closer.
There's a draw
It was
order
pretty
issue.
far.
I did do some work on the foundry, though, which now looks less broken.
Well, I haven't been there yet because all the ore's gone.
Oh, wow, really?
Or not the ore, but the processed ore. I was gonna take a load of that, but since there wasn't any there, I figured I'd play with the ice instead.
Well, as I asked earlier, I mean, do we have enough money to buy a cargo van? Is there a cargo van for sale?
We have two.
Okay, but they're both
But I don't
being
think
used
there's
as
one for sale. There's 2 garbage collectors, a couple enforcers.
How long?
Lol.
Is anyone in the ATC? Can anyone tell me how long to the next delivery? Normally, I've got a second screen with it up, you see, so I can just glance over. But today, well, it's over there, but the monitor's just turned off.
Well, let me fix this thing and put it away.
And hey, Horrid.
Unless you want me to hit the naughty button.
Now the thing is, Mike, I think Elite doesn't look as good as this for, let's say, 99% of the time. And the other 1%, Elite looks so good. But most of the time you're just out in space watching the frame shift drive do something. When you're inside the space station, oh wow, that is something else. But that's part of my motivation to play this. I didn't think much of Elite. The fact that you just warp from... Now. Don't know if the bus fits. Okay, bus does not fit here. Oh, that's a noise.
I can hear it through your mic. Oh man.
So I have been fixing these. Okay, let's get after it as quickly as we can. But you do notice, however, that I actually managed to offload stuff in the bus instead of just having it just going spamming stuff off. So I have fixed it so you can actually fit stuff in the fit the bus inside docks now. I'm not quite there. I may add a friendship drive. That sounds like a great addition to the game.
It is magic.
So the rebuild I'm doing is in the newest version of Unity. I still have a possible 2-day build ahead, so I reckon I've lost 4 days. But once that's done, I should get very, very, very quick build times. So they've done a fix. The problem is that Unity tend to do a fix and go, cool, moving on. It's like, I'd like you to do a whole bunch more fixes, actually. But we'll see.
Yep, it does not reset the teal. Oh. Oh well.
No, that's a bug, though. It's supposed to. I'll probably just have it so when you're in a dock, it just slowly fixes that.
Oh, excuse me.
I thought I did it if it was above 90% it fixed, but maybe not. That's cool. When I turn on the gyro steering, the motion platform goes thoomph as well.
Alright.
I'm just flying towards the hydroponic stock now. Incidentally, if anybody is refueling tonight, I am getting low, and this is a big ship, so there's a lot of XP and money to be earned by filling.
Well, I'm about to go to the ATC, so I guess I'll snatch it.
Yes,
Whilst I'm there.
You've not tried doing refueling yet, have you?
I haven't succeeded at doing refueling yet.
So,
Let's
what
put
I'll
it that
do
way.
is I'll do the same thing to you I did to Max, but hopefully you'll listen, because Max went, nah, not doing it like that. And after quite a while, I found out Max wasn't doing it like that, and that was the issue. So when you refuel me, look up, don't look straight. It's just the wrong...
Yeah, I do.
Or do it in VR.
Yeah.
In VR, I bet you it is PCC. Also, I added this.
Edit this.
I can't type, sorry. Look, I added that.
Where am I looking? Oh, damn it.
Where am I looking? Smash.
I pushed back so I could pull up Discord, and the back button actually just takes me back to the ATC. Oh no, we just got a batch of stuff in. What did we get? We got a garbage truck. We got a small cargo van.
Do you want to buy it?
We got a small tugboat. We got a hyper driller super miner. Taxi.
Can we
miner.
afford the cargo van? Can the colony afford the cargo van?
60,000, and the colony has 833,000. Yeah, I think the colony's okay.
Yeah, I think that may be okay. Well, allow me to.
But the font's really tiny and hard to see, so it's very far away from the player.
Yeah, diegetic UI is difficult because you do have to have. You kind of want to walk over to it, but unless I like add in WSA, maybe I should do that. Maybe in the ATC you actually move around with mouse and keyboard or dual sticks.
The boot sequence in the fueler is a different sound.
Yep, most ships, not all, have unique sound effects for everything now.
Oh, that's cool.
So I was going to do it so each manufacturer had a unique startup noise, but then I realized that's not very useful. It's cool and it's a lovely touch, but it's not very useful because you don't. Now you might start up going, hold on, this isn't a refueler. Oh shit, wrong ship. So I don't know whether or not I'll be able to get unique cockpits for the game, but I can definitely get unique startup noises.
I like it. Alright, you still at the hydroponics?
I am.
Well, if I had gone out the right way of the cargo dock, that wouldn't have been an issue. Oh, this does sound different. This is cool.
Yeah. The bus doesn't have unique sounds. I think the limo doesn't either, but the cargo van does, and the taxi does. Yeah, taxi. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's quite hard to find sounds that are good, but it's nice having different sounds, even if they're not better. Just the fact they're ones you haven't heard before is almost always better. Oh, yeah, where is... Oh, okay, I guess that's a drawer issue then. I'll need to check what's going on. Are all the rings missing? Has anyone seen any docking rings today?
No.
That's why I asked. I was like, did you break something?
No, if I remember correctly, last time you said they are in, because they were working.
Somewhere in.
Something had changed it, and you were like, I definitely haven't taken them out, I definitely haven't removed them, they're just not drawing and I don't know why.
No, I haven't put them all in, so some places don't have a docking ring and some do. I just don't know why in this case that one's gone. So I need to check. I probably just broke the shader in some way. I'm actually leaning in my seat even though the motion platform's not working. This screen is absolutely monstrous, the one I'm playing on here. It's awesome. So I'm actually leaning. I put the ship into a lean and I'm leaning with it like that. Okay, Tad, give me a 20.
I am still in the docking. I am leaving now, heading towards the hydroponics bay.
Okay, I'm heading towards Stellar Taxis.
And then I will meet you there.
I mean, I haven't listened to the review sounds. Bear in mind, I mentioned this earlier. The sounds are in, tick, done. Whether or not they're good or right or final is a different set of questions, but the point is, the important thing is, the game detects the refueling state, plays refueling sound effects. Swapping out the assets is a trivial thing compared to all of the infrastructure work to make that happen. So, I think they're much the same as they were. I think with them, so each of the reloading, refuel, all the risk systems,
it has a name now.
They're about half a dozen sound effects. So sometimes they're alright. One of them sounds like a washing machine. I don't know why. It doesn't sound like that if you play it normally. So I need to just sort of iterate those, but it's quite a low priority. The point of the sound effect is you should sit there going, I am refueling. And that's good. And so if you're not paying attention to beeps and blops, you can just go, I have stopped refueling.
Right, where you is?
I told you, Stellar Cabs.
That's where I'm at.
Well, you've got there before me because I'm in a bus.
That's why I asked. Where you at?
Look left. No, look right. Wait, hold on, look left. I can see your trail. And in fact, sir, I'm going to have to ask you to blow into this little bag here because I've just seen the shape of the trail.
Oh, there you are. I see you.
I have enabled ship to ship.
Daft question, Jam. How do I get back into the ATC?
What?
Fly to it.
Just press backspace.
I have flown into it.
Oh, then you press backspace. It won't tell you off.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. The game doesn't mind. It's just that I will be implementing that at some
Doesn't like
point.
me doing that.
No, it doesn't mind. It will at some point go, no, you aren't. But that isn't till. I am a bit concerned about my approach angle.
Should be. That was terrible.
Right, it's getting late for me. I need to go to bed. I'm very tired today for some reason. So,
Cool. Well, we'll see you tomorrow for some more sector captures.
yes, hope so. I was actually trying to work out which sector was producing all the phase weave and the plastanium, so I could not plastanium.
You can go to your target one and look at the inputs, but it's an awful interface for a very complicated system, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, I will let you go because I'm about to change the subject. Because I'm in the bus now. Tag, can you just follow me in a moment? Because I would like you to. Right. So the bus fits here, right?
Fits a relative term, but yes, it is smaller than the space you're trying to fit in.
Could I rotate it?
No.
Interesting. Oh no. So you know what? I put in the keep away, but the box is too big. But it's pushing me out of the docking box. Oh, I wonder if that ray hits the docking box. Yeah, so I'm going to have to push the ship downwards. Come on. There we go. It is possible. Right, I need to tweak that. So you don't think the ship will do a 180?
I can watch you fail at it, but I'm currently trying to.
Well, I did add in the client physics to this. You see, so there is every chance this is about to go spectacularly wrong. Also, so are you watching currently?
I am currently like canoodling on top of your head with mine.
Okay.
Trying to give you fuel.
No,
it's not working.
No, because you're supposed to be underneath. So can you just back off so you can watch me? Because I'd like you to describe what happens. So I'm going to rotate, and I'd like you to try and describe around which point the ship rotates.
All right.
Does it rotate around the middle or the back or the rear?
All right. I am in.
I
was in a primo. One moment, please.
You just reversed into the door of the wall.
One moment, please. All right.
Okay, so I'm
watching.
Oh, damn it! It's still
not very well.
It says loaded cargo. Okay.
Why did you pick the tiniest dock you could find?
This is a massive. Okay, so let me know when you're ready and stop hitting things.
All right.
Okay, I am rotating now. What axis am I? Where is my rotation point?
The front of the ship.
The front. Okay, that's good. That is good. Is it clipping through stuff?
Yes.
Right, so that bit doesn't work then.
The entire ass of your ship is just in the dock.
Oh, that's interesting. Which
Oh
side?
my God.
Which side of the door do you think you're on?
I'm inside with you.
Also, it's telling me there's
You're bumping into everything.
It tells me it's just telling me there's something above me to hit. I wonder what that is.
Yeah, there was.
No,
you're snug as a bug in a rug in there.
No, this is.
Oh, I'm out of the door.
Oh, yeah. Actually, there probably is. That's behind me, isn't it?
Yeah. God damn it!
The door's shut on my screen. That's interesting.
Oh, it's open for me.
Yeah, because if the door's shut on you.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I see you. Yeah, okay. I am heading for. I head for mining processor Delta. I will be doing 15 meters a second. Please wait for me to align. My ship-to-ship interaction is on. Oh, my RCS cores just broke.
Well, you're not going to be getting to 15 kph anytime soon. Where are you?
Change of plan. I'm heading to the repair dock, but I won't
Hey,
be.
my RCS coil just broke.
So the RCS is designed to be used in short controlled bursts. If you use the RCS for more than 2 seconds, it starts to accumulate damage.
Then you need to count how you do rotational maneuvering differently.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to keep it, but yeah. Okay, I'm going to go aim for 5 meters per second because I think even that might be a challenge. Okay, 5 meters per second. Go. And let's hope I fix those horrendous issues from the last refueling stream. It's a bus taking a very odd route in front of me. Use your words, Tad.
For what?
Or what are you doing?
Coming up underneath you to refuel you. Or that's not you, is it?
I don't know. I've got a name. I'm the Quat-Exo bus.
Bus with no name. Yeah, that's not you.
No. So I really like this, by the way. I'm just here. I'm not touching the. I'm just sitting, come to my seat, just looking at that space go by, just waiting to be filled up. And I really like that. And that was the bit I liked the most in Elite, was waiting. I don't know why, but I enjoyed that. Incidentally, Zebra, are you in 2D or 3D today?
Just 2D.
Okay. Because I don't know whether or not I broke everyone's VR or just Quest or what. But I do call.
No, I can check.
I do call the function that says recenter VR headset, and it boggles my mind. That doesn't seem to work on a lot. Like I'm just using the API call, going recenter the headset, and it goes nah. Tad, where are you?
About to be in the repair dock.
What? Why are you not refueling me?
Because I didn't see where you went.
To the refueling dock at 5 meters per second. Oh my god. Can't get the staff. Oh cool, there's a... Oh, that's awesome.
And I can't find you a trail to find you.
I'm on the way to... So, turn around, leave the repair dock. Right.
I'm on my way back.
I can see you. Oh,
Yeah, because I've got a humongous trail.
I just saw a limo go to warp. I haven't seen that in ages.
Yeah.
Is
that what that was?
Yeah, there's lots of cool stuff happens in the game. There really is, but you don't see it often, which is good. The important thing is, so No Man's Sky, I think, suffered from that because people were complaining they didn't see stuff. So now every third bloody sector has something going on, rather than being a rare and unusual thing. Okay, you're underneath me. I'm just passing overhead.
I see you. I see you now.
I notice your ship-to-ship is on. Can you just turn it off a sec? Yee, that's so cool. I see the little rotating light turn off. I only think it's broken on the Oculus because it's a different tracking system, but I wrote code that should just go, I don't care where you are, and I'm so annoyed that doesn't seem to be working, so I will have to fix that. Thankfully, this was much more efficient than having to go to the refueling dock by hand. Much more efficient to just fly there really slowly while the refueling ship ignores me. I spelled that wrong. Tad Forever has begun in-flight refueling of the Quad Exobus flown by DJ Arcus. Twice. Excellent. My fuel is not going up though.
Because I had to match speed with you, and I can't do that looking up.
Yes, you can. Oh, well.
No.
Trying to start it in VR just crashes instantly.
Right for me. This is why I'm upgrading to the latest Unity, because this is Unity 2021, so I'm upgrading to the latest Unity to try and fix some of these. Hey, I am being refueled. I'm not getting a gloop, 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 gloop. I should be, but I'm not. And that's why we've got the sound effects in. It's not so they're like, oh, those are great sound effects, so I know I'm being refueled. It's not as quick as I would like. Maybe that should
You
be.
did change the refueling for the station.
Yeah, but I haven't based this off your fuel efficiency stat. In fact, I might make a note. The fuel efficiency stat might be based on how much refueling you've done.
Ooh.
Because this is slow as balls. But you can.
Really?
Well, that's 2 per second.
Oh, yeah, that's real bad.
But I can do both, right? I can park in the refuel dock and you can refuel me.
What?
Okay. So are you comfortable? Are you looking up then? So if I start to move, you'll be able to match speeds with me, right?
I'm
someone
looking
else just had
forward,
to
but I
warp.
can see the top. Yeah, I see that. No,
That's so
just
cool.
do what you're gonna do. I'll figure it out.
Do you know when I implemented ships going to warp like that, by the way?
Can't imagine.
February. So that's the first time I've noticed it. It's been in there since day one. Anyway, I'm going to accelerate flat out, which is not going to be a lot, but I'm sure you'll be able to
Keep up.
yeah. I'm also having to angle down slightly so I don't slam into the dock. I'm at 8 meters per second. Max said he wanted to have a speed readout up. Oh shit.
Yes.
I just crashed.
Just for this cockpit more than anything.
Yes, well that could be a per cockpit thing. You'll also notice most of the ships have a little dash model as well to remind you what you're flying.
Yeah, not the refueler, but I always thought that was really cool when you did the cargo one is or the limo. The limo's the only one I've noticed.
Bus has got one. I did do a few more. This is the thing. I bear in mind I have to do so much in this game. There are so many things to do for so many ships. So that's why I've been trying to do stuff in the most efficient way. Incidentally, you should be getting. I
You're
think.
gonna need to do some sort of maneuvering.
I've all gone quite early on it. That was close. Oh, close to you.
That's fine. I did not break the connection.
So the refueler doesn't have the keep away yet. So I get a warning I'm about to hit you, and then it does try and push the ships apart. But you haven't got that implemented yet. So you've actually maintained a lock all the way through. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, as soon as I can see the front of your ship when I'm looking forward. If I'm sitting in the right spot. So I can stay with you very easily.
As ever, this will be much, much easier in VR. Oh, I should have been... Okay, coming to a halt now.
How much fuel did I wind up giving you? Actually, quite a bit.
I'm nearly full. Well, it'll tell us in a sec. In a moment, it should hopefully go full. Oh, bugger, I just crashed the computer again.
I heard it. I heard it. Do I need to disconnect from you?
Oh, oh no, the bug is sort of in. Oh, that's... Yeah. You did 502 units of fuel.
And then it was full, so that's what was spamming it.
Yeah, but it's
You
not
were using a little. I was filling you up a little. It was filling. It was full, and it would use a little. I would fill you up a little, and it would be full.
Right. So I have implemented the bus correctly. So I keep forgetting when I tilt the ship downwards, the back of the ship goes up. So what's happening is I'm tilting the ship downwards and I'm getting all the warnings because the back of the ship is getting upwards. So I keep forgetting this is a bus. So and I've forgotten his name now. Not One Hand, the other guy. What's his name? He was asking to no. I know more than two guys. It's might surprise you. He was asking that I could, if I could, use my words, if I could implement, replace the fake UI and give basically parking sensor readout distances. So I'm like, yeah, I suppose. So that's something on the list, but I suspect I'm going to be out of commission till Thursday because I have to do a build, and the first build will be slow, and then successive builds should, touch wood, be fine.
You touched Dora, didn't you?
No, I can put Dora on cam, by the way. She's just up there. Funny.
I'm gonna be listening to this babbling brook sound for a while.
Why is my ship vibrating so much?
I guarantee you there's gonna be people that complain that this makes them want to go pee.
Good. Maybe you can just
Okay.
that could be your review.
Hydrate.
Well, hold on a moment then. Let's see if I can do it without her going, "Oh, Father, is it food time?" Because she does understand when I finish streaming, I've noticed. Quite amusingly. I'm not finishing. Yeah, she's giving me a look.
Huh? Is he? Is he?
No, he's not. Oh, and I need to untangle the controller from my headset.
Huh. What do I got to do to improve my acceleration skill?
That's not even. A lot of them aren't even hooked up. They're just there. I've placeholdered them, but they don't do anything yet.
Hey, level 8 in support.
Thank you, Dora. Yeah, just shove your face in it. You're such a cat.
I never would have guessed.
There she is. I do have a tiny Steam Heroes arcade machine, you see, that Todd and I made. And Dora likes to.
I did? That's exciting.
Dora likes to sleep
Probably
there.
paid for it.
Yeah, there's the sound effect that sounds like a washing machine, one of them, but I just need to add in more things. I think mostly they're good, they're just not all good. But I only spent, as I said, I spent like an afternoon on it, whereas the Rissits in Burnout 3 were 3 or 4 months for about 4 of us. Okay, mining processor Dell. So, was the issue that there was no ore to be converted, or that there were no workers to do the conversion?
I'm assuming there was no asteroids that haven't been shoved in there in a while, because I'm the only one that's done it. Because there used to be like 100 processed ore in there, ready to get taken to the foundry. I was quite surprised when I showed up and there wasn't any.
How much does the cargo?
Hang on.
How much does the cargo van take? Is it 5 per go?
5.
I don't
Yeah.
believe. I think that might be a bug then. I don't believe anyone did 20 runs. That's quite obsessive.
Now this actually sounds like someone peeing. You keep changing the pitch higher and higher as the longer you go, and this actually sounds like someone peeing.
But at the same time, the pitch never gets too high.
That's fine.
That's
It still sounds like someone peeing.
It's called a Shepherd Risset tone. It's a way of having a sound effect get
Yes,
infinitely
that was
higher.
your thing in Burnout.
It was one of my things in Burnout, yes.
Okay, it's funny. Satisfactory tries to do it, and it's so dumb.
Oh, really? Did they not? It's not hard.
Yeah, they just keep. It's just shifting up eternally. Like I'm pretty sure I'm not in 22nd gear, just cruising down the wilderness. Like stop that.
Yeah, I was tempted to use it for ship flight as well. But it's one of those, it will do. Oh wow, that skybox is particularly low res, or it's not streamed it in properly.
Now it's getting back up there to the tone of, or the pitch of somebody peeing again.
The pitch of pee.
Ugh.
But the brown.
If someone has trouble going to the bathroom, this will help immensely.
Oh, I can just sell that as an app.
There you go.
Urination
Yeah, you probably could.
So that you're telling me they've got an infinite like Shepherd Risset tone on a vehicle that's just moving at a constant speed.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
what-
very stupid, and it shifts too. It's like, guys, please.
What I don't. Is it a train or one of the?
No, it's a dune buggy,
Okay.
but it's all of them. The truck, the tractor. The only one thing that doesn't do it is the train, and that's because it's an electric train, and they figured that one out.
To be
Stupidly, you can put batteries in the dune buggy for fuel, and it still makes like your combustion engine sounds. Like, guys.
To be fair, I don't know if you remember the engine sounds in No Man's Sky, because they were awful. As I said before, I do love No Man's Sky. I love it in so many ways, but I went back to it recently to look at the new stuff. I couldn't find the new stuff, so I did a bit of the old stuff. I wasn't feeling very well, so I just sat up and played it on the projector, which was cool. And then I'm like, they never go back and fix shit. They're adding stuff at a rate of knots, and I've got to give them massive props for that, but they're not. Like, they haven't fixed the handling of the vehicles, which is shit. They haven't fixed the sound effects of the vehicles, which is shit. When you put a solar panel down, it tracks the sun. Cool. If you put a solar panel down but rotate it 180 degrees, it doesn't spin around when it... So, if I have two solar panels, one of which I rotated at 180 degrees, one of them will face the sun, one faces away from the sun. They haven't fixed that. They still haven't fixed the issue that if you have only 50% of the power in your base, the base doesn't half run. None of it runs. It's just they've never gone back and fixed their stuff, and that kind of saddens me.
They probably don't want to touch their own code. They're like, I don't know how we got it to work, but I don't want to find out.
Maybe.
I don't want to break it finding out.
I'm going to hit this bus and something I'm trying very hard not to.
Yes. Where did you get this sound effect?
Which one?
This dude's peeing in a metal trough.
Oh, that's the sound of somebody filling up a metal tank with water.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. There, finally. Jesus.
I think Mia already complained about that. Little thing putting up. Anyway, have a good evening. I'll be out.
Thank you for helping. Always appreciated. See you soon.
Yeah, see you, man.
Yeah.
Wow. So the bus has two advantages. One, it goes a lot slower, and two, has a much bigger hull capacity. So I just walloped into the repair dock at full speed, but that only did like 10% of my health.
I think your hull integrity is just a lot more generous.
Yeah, it's all, but it also obviously I was going slower. You say that I've just been ejected at 7 meters per second from my crash, and I have yet to manage to come to a halt.
You saw me flailing around.
Not as good as when I tried to like refuel and just like barreled past you, just flailing in all directions, going close.
Give me a minute. Mistakes were made.
How much?
All right, I'm gonna go grab some ammo or some asteroids.
Oh my god! So I hit the repair dock, right, and I've just come to a halt because I'm in the bus, bear in mind, which is not an easy ship to fly. So I've just come to a halt, and I have come to a halt 750 meters from the repair dock. What I hit, sorry, the mining dock, which I hit.
Oh, I gotta repair this thing. Ooh.
Which?
The collector.
Oh, who was last in it?
It accelerates better, or I like the acceleration sounds in the collector.
Oh yeah, yes, they're all different. I said I will. I'm not saying they're all going to be brilliant, but they will all be different.
I like it because the cargo van sounds like you're driving in the wind. It's like that doesn't make any damn sense, but all right.
I like the refueler. It's got a big sort of because it's supposed to have the big engine at the back.
Oh yeah.
Can't believe how badly I can't believe I messed it up by nearly a kilometer. Yeah, so according to Zebra, the G2 crashes, and the Oculus has its own set of issues. So brilliant! It runs on the Oculus. No. It looks and runs fine. It's just the offset, which I shouldn't have to write. That should just not be a problem. I may have to re-twig the RCS coil stuff, or I don't know. On one hand, I can make the RCS coils less damagey. On the other hand, I could learn to fly differently.
Also, I think that when I jump between ships, the teal bars I have do not reset.
I believe that is probably correct. It should reset when you're in the ATC.
Okay.
Should doesn't
to look at.
It does, yeah.
I mean,
well,
it's obviously not, but
yeah, yeah. And I will fix the issue with them not
Can
repairing.
repair with everything else. Yeah,
Yeah.
understandable.
I mean, as of tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday, whenever I get the next build up, that will be in the latest version of Unity. And I mean latest as in I'm running a GitHub build. So it is the absolute bleeding edge of this, because I need to make daily builds of this game, and 4 hours of my day have disappeared into making a build, and that's just not feasible.
If two collectors head-on collide with each other, are they giving each other a hug?
I think they'll push each other away.
No, I'm just saying though, the two arms.
Sure. A space hug. Don't hit the thing. Is there an asteroid out there, by the way?
Well, there's the free ones, if nothing else.
Oh, right, yes.
I've got the parking brake applied. Come on now.
Horror, are you confirmed for next week, or is it week after? Are you definitely coming? Are you bringing anyone? Foundry. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a ship that's a bit faster than this. Like... Oh, see, there's a bug. It's still saying that Dr. Realism is in the Sprinter.
Oh.
And I'm going to fly a ship that's... I'm going to go and look at the dock and see what's going on. Just you. Okay, no, that's cool. And do you have an electric car yet? Because I've had my first. So when I was younger, someone would come round your house and you're like, can I get you a cup of tea? Can I take your coat? And then by about 2010, cup of tea, coat. Do you need to charge your phone? Yeah, and you would just immediately, do you want to charge your phone? And now, Andy said to me, Andy's going to come, I've not seen Andy in ages, and he's like, what's the public charging network right near there? And I said, oh, don't worry, I've got an external charger. So it would be that thing of, can I plug my car in can I charge my car at your house? Which is amusing, this is the thing. Because I said to Andy, he goes, I don't want to impose, but charging at my house is literally a fifth of the cost of charging out. You know, because I'm not gouging people, so like, you plug it in, we'll just see how much it costs. So I have a few people come with electric cars.
Okay, game.
Obviously I'm not, because electric cars only drive for like 50 miles and they have to replace the batteries twice and they catch fire, and you only have to kill 6 children in a mine. So there is a readout for every dock, which I can... What? Is it the game or is it you?
It says please, or it starts fueling me, and then says please apply the parking brake, even though I haven't touched a button. So some sync is not syncing very well. That or the collector's just weird.
It's possible the collector doesn't fit in the dock quite. Are you refueling? Are you refueling? Yeah.
No. I'm trying to get in the perfect spot that it thinks I'm parked enough for it, even though the parking brake is on.
Where?
I'm turning it off and turning it back on. Trying to get fuel at the repair station.
So you are trying to get fuel. Are you trying to get fuel?
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to get fuel. Please just stay, don't move, stay where you are. I want to come and check.
Ah, okay.
I think I know what the issue is. Okay,
I'm too fat.
Yep, I'm coming there. Full speed.
Oh, it's fueling.
Ah, damn it.
How long will it let me fuel? Hang on, it might just derp. Yep, there, derped out. Please apply the parking brake. Like, excuse me, game. You were just giving me fuel. What the fuck?
Wait, Horror, do you drive a MX-5? I thought you used to do welding. When did you become a hairdresser? The best thing is, that MX-5 hairdresser joke works everywhere in the world. Because someone said, I have a real sports car, I have a Mazda MX-5, and the entire chat responded back with a lol hairdresser car. This was in a Rathi Basin. Like 40 people all made the same joke, and I was like, wait a minute, I thought this was a British joke. But no, this is a worldwide joke. Oh, Mazda 5. Oh dear. Oh, I have to say, the the taxis and the limos really fly great once you get the hang of it. Oh my god, that's a terrifying face on the front of your ships. Wait, are you in the dock?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me. You are nowhere near that dock. No, even close. Not even slightly close. Now, what the hell does the server think you're bouncing off? Now you're getting closer and closer and closer and closer.
Oh, I'm just rotating in circles. Oh dear.
Yes.
That was a bad sync loss.
No,
Oh, no.
that's because your ship doesn't fit. Like, it doesn't, because obviously it's wider than, it's longer than it's wide. And I need to start turning on the client collision for that a bit more.
Where are you?
I'm just behind you. I'm just watching you just flail around in. But yeah, you need to align the ship properly. You absolutely cannot spin around. That is absolutely not going to work. I'm quite surprised
So
that the sync got so far out, but at the same time, I'm not.
Oh, there you are.
That is so terrifying. Yeah, there we go. So I can see the lerping. It's now pushing you back into place.
Well, it's working now.
Okay.
Okay, so I was just too high.
Yeah. So bear in mind, your ship only just fits in that refueling dock to the point where I don't think the collector should be allowed to do that. Only it should be refueled outside.
Okay. Well, I got my fuel. Thank you for your help, good sir.
Oh, that is cool. That was a cool shot. Unfortunately, that shot has Dora's stupid face in it, so I can't use it in the trailer.
What? Oh. Ah. What is a waiting speed match?
That means you are decelerating but haven't made it yet, so it doesn't just say please come to a halt. It has 3 messages depending on whether you are trying to escape, trying to come back, or what.
Nice.
It still makes the noise, but that's more difficult to get rid of.
Sounds like I'm on a train. This is great. Because I like trains. Oh, this is the sound of the...
That's what?
This is the lift for Fortress Craft.
Don't think it... Oh, it might be.
This almost certainly is.
It might be. Bear in mind, I did just grab sounds that fitted. Is it?
Oh, that's great. That's a nice kick of nostalgia. Oh, that's great. That makes
Can
me
you see
really
me?
happy.
You can see me, right?
Yeah, you're in the refueler.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. Look how cool this game looks. Not always, but right there. Wow, that looks amazing. I really wish I was in VR for that.
When I enable ship to ship, does my vehicle do anything?
No, there's no hug. Go on, off you pop.
Alright.
Again, that would have been a good trailer shot. Did I turn on? Yeah, didn't. There we go. I like this one. This one sounds like it's going fast.
Yes. No, I didn't notice anything weird about it. So it's just like, it's good.
Well, I did. I'm like, why is the pad vibrating? I'm not going. Oh, handbrake.
Alright, let's go see if Voron has spit an asteroid out.
If not, I can take someone there.
No, that's fine. I gotta find it first. Luckily, you told me the trick on how to find it.
Oh, what, the one that got spat out? There almost definitely is one spat out. It only uses up 1 worker per session, really.
And there should be at least like 3 in there.
Can you turn on your ship-to-ship, please? That's cool. Bear in mind,
Oh, I
we
guess you
played
can keep
SnowRunner,
up with me.
and SnowRunner still is failing to synchronize shit all over the place. And I go, can you turn this on? It goes click on. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Just basic stuff. Oh, I have to set up like the steering wheel's in the way. Refuel.
Refueling.
Oh,
6, 8, 15. Full. Thank you.
ouch. That's still. Oh, spike. Oh,
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 I
right.
see the asteroid.
Yeah, it doesn't go out so far anymore.
Very nice.
Yeah, I slightly increased its friction.
Huh? I keep wanting to avoid the flailing asteroid, but you told me that there is no hit or collision on that, so I was like, okay.
No, I said there's no
It's
physics.
fine.
No, I said there's no physics on it.
Oh.
Yes, I do. I will at some point be doing filming, and it'll be filming. Well, I need to turn that rest of the UI off. Oh, Esme, the performance test version is ancient. It's absolutely ancient. It was just there, so I wasn't going to update it. Oh, you just popped into the asteroid. But honestly, if we get 3 or 4 of us doing this, like, you know, a fuel tanker there and a couple of collectors, I'd buy the trailer based on that. No Night Horror, see you next week? Or week after, I don't remember.
Oh, your Halloween event.
Yeah, it's not really it's more just getting a few people I've not seen in ages.
And now everyone's favorite game, discovering that the asteroids are not see-through.
I know, I need to move them above. I'm just not like... If see, I'm getting really good at doing really good panning shots like that. Oh, do you not have a key? I will get you mostly I do need what I do want to get, like, on Fridays. I need to be also we can have like a dozen people every time, because all sorts of issues will come out with more people.
Just taking my asteroid for a walk, it's fine. Ah, so relaxing. I do like this game.
As I said, it's difficult because people say to me, you know, it's not an exciting game. It's an interesting game.
Well, I mean,
it's an
unless you
immersive
do
game.
something wrong, it's
Yeah.
exciting for you.
But but this is why I didn't like No Man's Sky. I like No Man's Sky for the progression and just simply going places and doing stuff. Whereas, you know,
Yeah.
I wasn't interested at all in, let's say, the combat or anything. And
I liked the ground combat, but I did not like the space combat.
Oh, yes, you just... So we're in space. There's not a lot to hit, and you managed to slam into just another asteroid there. Well done.
Well, you put that right in the way on purpose. Don't
I
lie.
absolutely didn't. You've lost. You know, you've lost the asteroid, right?
It'll sink.
Okay.
I did not hit that asteroid, by the way.
Will it sink? It's possible it will just snap out of what you think into what the server thinks, because this is still server authoritative. So again, still we're doing better than No Man's Sky. Sorry, better than SnowRunner.
There, I lost the asteroid.
Yeah.
Server finally No, there it is.
I'm actually not bad at doing at keeping. Like I'm happily here flying a 6th ship, keeping an eye on what you're doing with no issues whatsoever, keeping you in frame, not hitting anything, admittedly, you're not going flat out, which helps. And I should probably increase the speed.
I can only go up to 10 with an asteroid. Otherwise,
how fast does it get to go? Is it
just
35?
desyncs it. Yeah, but
okay. I
it'll
should probably
desync
reduce
and
that.
then smash into the front of my ship. Like this has happened.
You probably... Yeah, no, I mean, I think I need to make the push away a little bit stronger. But yeah, fundamentally, you are bound by latency. That's your issue.
Yes, and my latency means that I can only go to 10, which is fine. It's a nice leisurely trip, taking my rock for a walk.
I put it on high detail. I do get awful performance. I don't know why.
Stop that! Stop that!
Whereas on medium detail, I'm getting 160 on medium, and on high, I'm getting 100, 10, 100, 10, 100, 150. Oh, okay, it seems to have settled down. I wonder if that's a texture streamer.
So I got some more of the new Ministry planet done.
I as soon as we finished the first
You're
one.
gonna. There's some interesting design choices he made. The new conveyors and water piping work slightly differently, for like no good reason that I can know of.
Well,
It's like you just spent hundreds of missions figuring out how the regular conveyors and plumbing works, and now here's a new system that works different for why?
What's this AI ship doing? Yeah, I think what happened, I think he originally did a second planet, is to not worry about rebalancing the old one. Because people would bitch, obviously.
Oh yeah. Oh god, would they?
This is why in FortressCraft I never did, ratioing. I just didn't, because that means if I tweak the game in FortressCraft, it doesn't break every single base. Because you should ideally be oversaturated with everything all the way down from your miners should be saturated, the belt should be saturated, the ore extract should be saturated, etc., etc., etc.
That's the guy that changed the turbine ratio.
What ratio of?
It was what 12 to 1, and then it became 3 to 1.
Yeah, but you should have had a whole stack of belts.
Nope.
Sorry, a whole stack of turbine.
I had a beautiful little setup of one machine or one refinery to 4 turbines, and then when you made it 1 to 3, I'm like, fuck.
No, I mean I always just used to have like 20 fuel canisters ready to go in. I should fix that. That's stuck. Oh, good. I was messing around. You didn't make it very far ahead.
No. I'm only going 10 because that's all I can go.
Do you like the new space debris, by the way? Like the particles, the movement particles, should we call them?
The warp particles? Yeah, I like them.
Because I played No Man's Sky and I'm like, oh, I really like their particles. I need to play some more of that. Yeah, SBA, this whole game is written with all of my experience. It doesn't really give a shit if your internet's good or bad. Let's have a look. So right now, oh, I'm not displaying stats. Oh, I'm only displaying them on the server. Is that under F11? Oh no, that's terrible. Oh no, there we go. So in the last Steam overlay, in the last 81 minutes, I have sent 3 megabytes and received 12. So this game's data rate is somewhere around 20 megabytes an hour, and that was with 5 people. And also bear in mind, I haven't really done much work optimizing it. I also noticed I'm probably sending too much data to the server. Oh, I should probably, yeah, let me take a screenshot, that's remind me. And I noticed that screenshot sound is also loud, so I should probably not blow my game too much, yeah. A new microphone, by the way. So yeah, this is just fundamentally the design of this headset is it transmits vibrations through to the microphone. Great, guys.
You sound good on it, though.
Well, because it's nice and close to my mouth.
I mean, just like,
yeah.
I know what a bad mic sounds like, and that ain't it.
Yeah. No, one of the tricks of my
Like
is
Shulker.
just to get them as close to your mouth as you possibly can. And this is like, I can lick it. That's me licking it.
So what is Shulka doing? That's like the worst mic I've ever heard consistently.
Ew, it's wet now. Also, hopefully Dora doesn't chew it because she liked to chew the microphone. Okay, you're putting it in now. I'm going to quickly head off, and I want to watch the next one get made.
Let the spam begin. Oh wait, I can't leave yet. Yeah, it popped off, maybe?
Yeah, yeah. If we did more collector gameplay, I'd work on it more. But I've mostly been focusing on the gameplay people have been doing.
Yeah, I'm the only one that's done this.
No, One Hand does as well.
Okay.
And Dinosaur Fire Chief, actually. Yeah, I mean, I hopefully people turn up for the Friday test, because that's where we want to do it more.
Alright, Asteroid, have you slipped off? No, sorta.
Really need to
slipped
re-vector
off a little.
Oh,
Can we get
sneaky.
the rock crusher to have a bigger suction on it?
It doesn't have any suction on it.
Well, it needs some.
No, you should push it in there.
Yeah, it'll jigger itself out of there if you're not careful.
Yeah, you should push it gently into the crush area, but not into it. But yeah, so we're at 30 megs an hour, which is not bad for a multiplayer game. I can't do the data rate in my head on that. What's that, half a meg a minute?
There it
Oh,
goes.
yeah, new Astro just came out. Come on, come on. I'm gonna do it. Ooh.
In the face.
Okay. Oh, that I felt that in my soul. I've lost the asteroid, but I did stick my ship right in front of it.
Fun.
It's a bit
I
hard.
see your trail all the way over here. That's so cool.
It's a bit hard to tell whether or not I slowed the asteroid down, but I definitely hit it, and that hurt. Yeah, done so far, Chief. As I was saying, I'm hoping to get the larger tests on Friday, so we can get more of us in, just seeing what's what with the game.
This is like the guaranteed. I can be here. Friday's the guaranteed. Pretty much everybody else can be there. But I will be there this weekend.
Oh, my thrusters are broken.
No more terrible, terrible weekend for me.
How was your weekend?
Awful.
Oh, did you not get to fire guns?
I did.
But you're a bad
That
shot.
was the only good thing about. No, I got 6th.
You got 6.
70 people.
How many bullets did you
don't
fire?
have Me?
Yeah.
40, 80, about 100.
Oh, is that all? So like
That's all I needed.
So that's just what.
So
like,
the people that needed
that's
almost 1,000 rounds.
yeah, but that's just one mag in a pistol. I've seen action films. I know how it works.
Whoa. Nope, ours are only 30, but we only have magazines of 10 each for our qualifications.
Ah.
And yes, it's Maya, they're different now. New
What-
qualification table. It's actually kind of cool.
What is your what does that give you? Does that give you an official status? Are you like Lord Commander or something now?
No, it just means
man
that
at
you're.
arms. Are you just the bare
That
minimum?
means that the doesn't hate your guts.
So, just to iterate what's happening here, Tad is on the internet. That asteroid is simulated on the server. He's moving an object simulated from earlier. I'm watching 2 remotely simulated objects, and it works. I'm so pleased with that. I will make the push away a bit bigger. I need to do some more work on this, but as I said, basically no one's been using it. What was missing, by the way? Was it water?
I only took 2 rounds of water. Because there's so much food that gets made from each water, 1 trip of water isn't enough to fill up the cargo van full of food. Like, the ratio isn't quite
That's fine, but that means you should have...
right.
Did you not notice the Astrovan has a different startup noise?
Different what noise?
Startup.
Yeah.
You're quite
The
right.
collector does not.
No, you're quite right that the Astrovan one I like.
What? The fact that it's an Astro van
the
that
startup-
can fly in space,
the
and that's the
startup-
best thing ever.
The startup noise, I like that.
Oh.
Yeah, so bear in mind the ratios don't need to be right, and in fact, if the ratios are off, that's better because that means you're much more likely to have 2 people picking up the stuff. Also, you notice how Dora is amazingly good at realizing she's being filmed.
Why is she being naughty?
No, she's just managed to get her head out the frame. Also, the rotation noise is different per ship. Like all the rotating noises are different.
The gyroscopic stabilization noises?
Yeah, the rah, rah, rah.
Yeah, it's really, really obnoxious on the cargo van.
Oh, I quite like that one. I was just thinking. I don't think I'm calling it the cargo van. Sorry, the Astro van, as that is a thing. AstroTrucks is not a thing.
No. Astro van, that Chevy might have something to say about that.
Well, probably not, because their trademark covers, vehicle like cars.
Yeah, they don't make them anymore,
Well,
so they can fuck right off.
Well, also quite importantly, they never made a spaceship, so.
Well, that too, but it looks exactly like Chevy Astro,
No,
which makes it that much better.
I mean, this is supposed to be an 18 van, so it's supposed to be a GMC. What was the 18 van?
Probably an Astro van. It was the 90s thing, bro.
By
Our
the way,
family had 2 of them. We've still got one in the driveway. It's sitting there rotting.
I would love one of those so much.
They're huge.
I don't care, and I'd have it done up in the 18 colours.
You'd have to get the spoiler too. But it's a combustion engine. You don't like those anymore.
Okay, that's true one. Hey Siri, what kind of van did the 18 drive? GMC Vangiora, of course it was. Vangiora, which apparently like a very boring and common van over there. Like what?
Yeah. Why do you think they picked it? It was cheap. All that money they saved buying the van, they gave it a sick paint job.
Yeah, but like, what you don't understand is to you, that's a boring vehicle. To me, that is the most awesome and just wicked vehicle ever. Like, oh, it's so cool. I know it's basically just a Ford Transit van of the time.
Oh yeah, but so what you're saying is there's a market for retro vehicles in foreign countries.
Oh yes.
Because I'm sure there's a lot of, like a Ford Prefect, just for the lulz of it. Like
Yeah,
America never had that.
No,
That joke went right over our heads.
And honestly, that joke went over my head. So I am older than you, but by the time Hitchhiker's Guide, I listened to it, and I was 6 or 7. The Ford Prefect was already dead. If he had called him Ford Escort, the joke would still have worked. But he chose the Prefect.
Why did he pick Prefect?
Because that was the popular car, much more popular than the Ford Escort. But oh, Dora's standing out.
There's connotations with Escort.
Yeah, but Ford Escort is a vehicle.
Yeah, but an Escort in general is not.
Yeah, but if you say I've got an Escort in the UK, you it's unlikely you mean I have a prostitute living at my house.
It's one of those, unless you know the person really well and can tell. It's like, yeah, get out of here.
Yeah. No, it was only a couple of weeks ago I actually picked up a prostitute. She said she'd do anything for 30 quid. Guess they got their fence repainted.
I was waiting for that. Was it the mechanic one? Someone found all my 10 millimeters.
I've got a whole bunch of 10 mils at the arcade. I nearly sent a picture of them. Okay, how rich I am. We've got like a whole bunch.
Yeah, just that's a prime mechanic YOLO swag.
So despite my initial frustrations with the VR and the motion platform not working, which they both aren't, I'm still just super happy with this game. I just really enjoy the pootling back and forward. I just hope I can market it appropriately to people who go, I just want to pootle in my spaceship back and forwards, and I don't want to arrive and have instant gratification. Because I mean, No Man's Sky, I was quite happy just to boost towards the planet and just go, okay, check out my stats, have a look. There wasn't enough to do, and I do want to have more in the cockpit to do.
I did like that every planet had that asteroid field around it you could shoot up and get some resources out of.
Oh man, they've really visually souped that shit up now. Like
Really?
Yeah, the asteroid belts look amazing.
Awesome. But it's probably still the same piddly resources.
Well, it's not worth doing as a career, but you've got the hilarious issue now that if you're near a ring of a planet, you get a super thick asteroid belt, which looks great, and then you're like, yeah, dude, if I boost here, I'm dead.
Yeah, but then you boost anyway, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Time is it? I don't know. What I will do in a minute, by the way, is I will shut down the server and then play it single player, or host a server on this computer, just because I want to see if the motion platform burst into life.
Ah.
Because it is.
You did seem to be having all sorts of trouble with that at the start of the stream.
Yeah,
like,
well,
oh, no.
it took a
Poor
while
DJ.
it took a while for the penny to drop, because as I said, it is currently receiving data from 2 computers, which is dumb, and it should ignore that, but yeah, it doesn't. Oh, I need to stop over thrusting. I need to be behaved. Just pootling.
There we go. Then the infinite spam. Oh god.
Oh, yeah, as we've got at the arcade, we have to use security torques, which are just the worst things. Like, we always replace them. And there is something wrong with the fog. I don't recall changing it, but it's definitely drawing weirdly now.
Yep, it's bounced out of the grinder. Oh. But the visual is still there.
Yeah, you could be quite a long way from the grinder and it still count, though.
That's what I'm saying. Can it have a little bit of vacuum to it?
I could do.
Feel a little better about ourselves. Nothing but net.
That's so cool. Obviously, when I put the handbrake on, the whole I don't think you can hear it. Like, because it's just doing a gear change, the pedals and the seat vibrate. It's a massive clunk. Like, I can feel it. How can I describe it? It feels like someone has. It feels like I'm sitting on a bin and someone's kicked the bin.
Oh. That was your butt kicker speaker.
Yeah, but it's being driven by the game. I can also do other things like missile fire and gear open, but I don't know how to transmit them. I need to contact the devs going, how do I make these things happen?
Oh, I knocked the astronaut that sits in front of the grinder into the grinder. Oh,
no, he's there for size. Yeah, I do need to start thinking about doing that patron post. The hey guys, do you want to be in the game? Let us know what name you'd like me to put in the game. I completely forgot I was driving then. I had to look down going, what am I doing? Oh yeah, ice.
My coils are halfway dead. Let's fix this ship up, or you're gonna kill the server. Whichever happens first.
Yeah, so the ship damage isn't serialized. That's purely client side. So if you quit the game and come back in, that will reset your damage. But I can't really imagine anyone's going to do that. And if they do, well, more power to them. Oh, is that guy about to warp out?
He did a sweet flip.
I haven't changed anything, by the way. They've been warping out as much as they have before. I seem to be hanging around this area.
Today.
Yeah, well, just hanging around the right
I've seen
area.
it once or twice.
Should probably put some markers in, like, so it's obvious that this is a bit where people warp out from. They should probably also
I
warp.
thought that was the whole point of the warp gates.
No, that's the arrival, not the exit.
Well, what about that green lightsaber?
That's an exit. That's an arrival.
Oh. 2 arrivals. Fancy.
Yeah, but I need to get from people what name they want to be called in the game. And you should have a selection of 16 astronauts you can be. I think there's 16 colours. Oh, careful, you hit something.
I know. I did that on purpose so I could stop faster.
Wow, remind me never to get a lift with you. Of course, you are all invited to my Halloween party, by the way, if anybody wants to come along. You're all happy to come along. Another wall.
Just the floor, again and again and again, because it keeps trying to boot me out of the menu. Yep, there it is again. Please apply the parking brake. There it goes, and
Yeah.
it's sticking. Okay.
Yeah, you said you need to, if that's the issue I was having with the bus last week, which is the server does simulate the vehicles at the full size, whereas you are simulating a smaller one. So I fixed the bus now, but I haven't fixed, well, partly, but I haven't fixed the collector.
It wouldn't. I hope you're a little generous with where the arms are, because I can't see them.
Well, bear in mind the arms will go up. This is why I don't think the collector could be. So if you're playing this by yourself, like literally single player, can you imagine playing the collector gameplay? Like, you'd have to do every step. Get a worker, go get an asteroid, carry the detritus across, carry the ore across. It'd be so much work.
Right, good.
Who is making this terrible
was
noise
that
in
red ship?
Discord? Oh, it's you. Okay. You're making sort of scritchy noises on your microphone sometimes.
Oh, smoking.
So what?
Smoking.
Ah.
Just whenever you want to kill it to find out.
I
the
will.
science.
I will, because I'm off to bed anyway.
Oh, sure enough.
Quite dark around the back of the hydroponic space still, isn't it?
A little bit.
Like
But
the-
the dock for the ice is nice and bright.
No, it isn't. Well, actually, I said I haven't played in there yet. Dora doing? I do like having the camera on Dora because I can keep an eye on what she's doing. Just sleeping with her paws all bent. Oh, it's not that bright in the dark. It's getting there. The thing is, one of those, I reckon I could release it into early access before too long, and it may. I think this game will get a small but dedicated following, because some people love spaceship games. And what was that one we played? The VR one. And it was good, but it was just like, oh, this is. And it's too much shit that was just done to a very, very, very vague degree. Not enough it was polished or in depth. Whereas I think with this, I've kept the scope low.
Doors.
Oh, they might
The
work, by
trigger
the way.
box for the doors for the ATC needs to be a little bigger.
Does the visibility work? I may have fixed that.
Visibility. Ow, ow, stop that. Oh. Oh, there it went. Yeah, from the inside, the doors pop in and out
Damn
a
it.
little bit.
Okay, still not fixed them. I need to put the portal on the outside of the doors, because it's supposed to get rid of stuff on the inside. I think I put them in the middle of the doors.
The bottom door disappears.
Yeah. Okay. Not
Oh,
fix that.
pop back. Oh, gone again. Back.
Okay,
again.
so I'm going to quit, and then I'm going to come back. Now, this also lets us test one other thing which I haven't tested. Have I forwarded the ports on that computer? Therefore, it won't work when I host on this computer, and we'll find out in a moment. So, one last little bit of testing. So I just need to actually walk over to the side of my room.
Okay.
Holy shit, it's still importing. Okay, so the server is going down. Or that server is going down.
Let's find out.
We are importing model 348.
And I've been booted out.
Oh shit, that's not good. 348 was what I was importing before I started this stream. This is the thing, there's an issue, and I think it's still doing crane 001. Anyway, I'm going to leave it going all night. So the server is now down. So
Okay.
I'm going to now walk back over to my machine. I may have to strap myself in for this. Well, I said I've got a few people coming over next weekend, and they can finally try out the motion rig and go, oh, I see, yes, it is a lot, like if the machine goes, you know, skits and start to fling you around, there ain't much you can do. You're just gonna be like, I have.
You can have your drink spilled by someone in America.
Well, because I have visitors, I have actually hooked up the emergency stop button. I've never bothered to plug in before.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, so. Right.
That's why nothing works. You didn't pull the emergency stop back out.
Okay, now I have slightly tweaked this. I am actually going to strap myself in because, again, it's hard to describe, but it is perfectly feasible that this, I will lean right, it will shove left, and I will get injected from the seat at a G. Bear in mind, a G is what my 1400 Ninja pulled when accelerating. It is not messing around this thing. It can't do a G for very long, because obviously, you know, it hits the length of movement.
No, but the actuators don't go that far, but they'll do it very fast.
Yes. Okay, I'll start a server up. I will be very curious to see if you can join the server. As I said, it is possible I did forward the port. I'm hoping, though, that this does actually work. Oh, come on.
I'm looking to see if I need to restart the game to join a new game.
Maybe.
We'll test that while we're doing it.
Well, that's 2 bugs at once, though. Anyway,
We'll find out.
I don't think I've ever run the server on this computer, so that you will all be fresh. The game starts off with 2 taxis, right?
What is the knowledge?
That's the tutorial. There's
Should.
there's an achievement for doing it too, but don't do it now.
The knowledge. Get out of here.
Yeah, apparently that term is not as international. Do you know what the knowledge is? Do you know?
No. You explained it. It was something British, but
Okay, you should better try joining now.
join friends.
Okay.
Loading.
Do I have any motion? Still no. Okay. At least I have a chance of maybe being able to solve it now.
My computer's thinking about it.
I have
You
played
were
this.
getting close to something. I heard that.
Apparently, I have played this game before for 22 minutes. Oh, that was just me flying around going, "Oh, it looks so good in VR." Yeah, no, it's still not. But that's working. The engine.
What's the F button to pull up the debug screen?
F7.
7. Oh, that gets rid of that. That's the performance one.
Oh, left on the D-pad, but F11 and F7 are the 2 keys.
F11. A D-pad does not work in the main menu.
Ah. Oh, I'm a bit disappointed this isn't working. But what I will do, I want to see if you can join, and then I'm going to quickly make sure that the hardware is working.
I'm not sending or receiving any packets, and client transmission joined server. Yeah, that's not what's happened. But
No, okay, yeah, just rerun it, see if you can join. Oh no, it's That's me, yeah.
Flow manager moving from title screen to activating scene, but flow manager is still just activating scene. It's stuck in a loop.
Yeah.
All
oh well.
Killing. Alt F4.
My data rate is it does say the data rate.
It's not doing it.
0.013 megs a minute.
This game does not die gracefully. Come on, game.
No, I think there's a thread it doesn't shut down.
There it goes. And Horde is firing his laser. Alright, play. Play anyway. I don't need to sync.
Don't save anything locally.
Huh?
It doesn't save
No,
anything.
I can't even pull up my friend pictures for Steam, so...
Oh, it's a Tuesday night.
Steam's being weird. Wait, it's Tuesday. This always happens. Always happens.
So you've closed the game and you've rerun it, and
oh yeah, it's running. Hang on.
yeah, I need to add a
the
bootstrap.
icon.
I need to add a bootstrap sequence. The fact it takes so long to load just annoys the hell out of me.
No, it was loading just fine. I hadn't clicked on the icon, so it was paused. Apparently, when you execute it, it doesn't put itself to the front.
Right.
Alright, join friends.
This might not work because
No friends playing. Oh, please get more friends.
No, just press F2.
I just go to join friends. Looking for a friend. Or did I screw it up?
Just say join server. That's all you need to do. Stop trying to be clever.
That's right. Searching for servers. Hey. If you're in the process of looking for friends to join and you hit F2, it still does something. Maybe. Let's see here.
These
Join
searches.
except false. It did not let me join.
Press F2. Press F2 again.
Selecting server. Oh. Right. Searching for starting internet search.
Actually, I don't know why you're pressing F2. It does have. There is a UI option which you should be using now rather than the debug keys. But this could be
Which I did do by join friends.
Yeah, but you should have said to join server. Yeah, given that it's Tuesday night, I think this was a very bad time to try and do this. It does say, according to Steam, I'm playing it in VR. Oh, you're not even online.
Yeah, you aren't online either.
Right. Well, let's call that a bust. But I'm gonna close that. And just last thing, I'm just gonna
Let's do it something.
But yeah, I brought it forward, so it's unlikely.
Time error. Never mind. It knew immediately when you alt F4 though, so I was connecting.
Okay, so now in the motion platform system, now it's not telling me that something is doing. Now I can click the test button. The hardware's not working. Shit. I've never had this.
No.
Oh no. This has never happened to me before. The best thing about the Tuesday night issue, by the way, is I had it, so I was playing on my own locally hosted computer a game and got kicked off, and I'm like, what? Have I forgotten anything?
Steam, come on!
Like, the motion rig's plugged in, it's got power. No one asked you, Dora.
I'm telling you, you left your emergency stop engaged.
Yeah, you know what? No. You know what? I'm going to unplug that, because why the
He's
fuck...
looking over and he's pulling on it, trying to make sure it's not pulled all the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, just to see what I'm having to put up with, though. Oh. Yes, thank you, Dora.
Love the stream now.
Right, good. She stopped. I forgot that I was about to do motion platform stuff without... yeah, so I'm just going to unplug this. This might actually just suddenly... One out. Ooh, there we go. Thank you, Tad. You would have thought...
Emergency stop. I get to giggle it too.
It was an emergency stop, yeah. You would have thought at the point where I went, oh, I've just plugged an emergency stop system in, that one of you guys would have gone, is that why it's not working? And I've gone...
As soon as you said that, was... Yep, he left that in.
But
you left
like...
that plugged in. Oh no.
Oh, is it got like a... Does it like got an unscrew? I think it was just screwed together too tightly.
Some of you've got to rotate like 15 degrees and then pull on it.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, Dora, stop that. Right, I'm just gonna
All right.
for at least 5 minutes.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, there you go.
8, 9. So there's 9 missions on the new planet you have to do before you get to the first map that's like the regular ministry.
I can't believe it.
There's
You
a
think-
lot of tutorial for the new planet.
I think the motion platform, by the way, I don't think it knows. I think that's a hardware interruption. So it can't go wrong. So I don't think the motion platform software could even say, hey, by the way, we've done that. Dora, stop it. Stop that.
Your emergency stuff is first.
Well, it's not pray. It's just. I've only just got it. I've only just plugged it in for the first time ever because I've said I'm planning to have a whole bunch of people in this, and I just want the ability to go. Yeah, right. Stop that. Right. I'm starting a server.
Do you want me to join again?
I'd like you to try, but just when you boot the game up, don't touch the fucking keyboard. Just on your pad, down, join server.
Epic, what are you talking about? Go away.
So I did spend a little bit of time
Can I run Ministry and AstroTrucks at the same time?
I did spend a little bit of time tuning the numbers for the motion platform, but I bet they aren't going to be. God. Okay. Right. That was. Oh. Is that right? I can't tell.
It jiggled.
Oh. Yeah. That axis isn't moving. Oh, it's doing something. The real fun is when you accelerate. Which,
Of course.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
So how is VR broken?
I'm like 20 feet above the cockpit for some reason. Okay, there's definitely something derpy going on here, but
Well, that's not ideal.
it's working.
The answer is no.
No,
My
you
computer
can't.
does not have not enough resources to do this.
What? Are you joking? Astrometry requires like 200 megabytes.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I did
My
not hit that.
computer's also really old. It's almost time to get a new one. Yep, there goes Unity playback engine left crashing. Oh god.
I have a funny feeling I need to increase all of these parameters by like, let's try it by
Play anyway. Damn you. Yep, my computer did not have enough resources for both games.
right. So if I go, okay, that is cool. I'm beginning to wonder if I've actually plugged this in, because I did disassemble it, put it back together, and I have a funny feeling I've not done it right.
No.
I think everything is just like 100 times too sensitive. What was that? Also, I need to persuade this system to stop talking about cars and start talking about aeroplanes. I think that's part of the issue. So when I do that... Okay, that is cool. So is that... It can't be pitch and roll. Let's just do... Let's just...
Meet with Unity.
turn everything off. I just want... the two I want to work are these two. And they don't. If I turn enhance G-forces off... So vert G heave and lat G sway. Vert G heave. Oh, very tiny numbers. Okay, I might need to crank those up. Like, and get like I need to pass out different numbers. Yeah, okay, so that's something for me to tweak. So if I just turn on acceleration and deceleration, but nothing else. Make sure I'm actually not going to hit something. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh my lord.
Oh.
Let me put a 75,000. Oh, right, so it maxed out at 1,800. Wow. And I'm sending it numbers in the version of like 500,000, so... Yeah. Okay, this is not going to... Oh! Okay, well... Fucking hell!
This thing is broken.
Oh, did you manage to join?
Yep.
Oh, you did? Okay, that's
yes, I'm here.
That's actually really good.
Very, very broken taxi.
Because that means that the port forwarding is working. Well, that's at 50% smoothing, believe it or not. But if I accelerate gently... Oh, that's cool. It's now tilting me backwards. And then...
I can't use my RCS coils.
Once it's broken, it should zeroize out, and then don't use them for bursts of more than about a second.
It's the RCS coils. I need them to do literally anything.
Yeah, but you need to use them in short bursts. Add some rotation and weight. Add some rotation and weight.
It's not even It's not even fixing itself anymore. Oh no.
Yeah, the cyan bar will...
The moment it fixes itself, it breaks again. I've just got to sit here until my mechanical sympathy levels up enough. The teal bar's just permanently maxed out. Yep, it's just...
Well, mine's alright.
Crash looping. What the fuck?
Oh, hold on. Let me break my RCS. Oh.
Yep, this teal bar is just permanently stuck at maxed out.
Yes, I've turned off pitch roll on your, and two of these are just bad. Okay, that's a shame. Actually, can you get out the taxi a second? You're in the R1 Hackney. Oh. Not on my... Are you...
We can't swap ships.
You're
How
not...
do I get out?
You're not in it. You can get in the Corbin taxi now. Yeah, that's still a bug. Okay, so... Right, so that is broken, and that's going to break. Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
I mean, that would not be a good first player experience, would it?
No, that's really bad. But you populated the server before any of the new fixes took place, so...
Did I?
Yeah. When was the first time you booted this server? Way back in the day.
Yeah, probably right. Good. I'm being just...
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just stuck.
I don't think you understand. No, I
Forever.
don't think you understand. I've got more pressing issues than the game. Do you know?
Oh yeah, you're getting. Do you have an emergency stop?
I don't. I had to unplug it. Okay.
Oh no!
Oh god. Like, I've just turned the smoothing up. Oh my god, stop it. I can't even click on things because I do have a trackball, but when it moves around, it moves the trackball around. The thing is, I've got the handbrake on. Oh, no, I don't. There we go, that helps. Oh my god. There we go. I can only do vert and heave and sway now. Right. So, park and brake off. Yeah, it's... why is it quite so broken though? Oh, I wonder if the RCS coils is at 0%. Like, once it's at 0%, then that bar... Yeah, okay, that'll be what it is. Oh, okay. I am going to...
Implement your mobile fixing machine sooner than you thought.
Well, no, I mean, there isn't a plan to allow the people to get to the point where the ship is literally dead. That's not on the roadmap. Anyway, that was not as successful as hoped. I need to tweak a lot of the stats then for that. Just going to 100% check just while before I start fiddling with things. You can start the test system. So that's forwards, backwards. Can I? No.
Oh, that's what took it so long. It was trying to ping Steam. It seems like IR did.
Oh, I really wish it would smooth the test. Like when I drag. Maybe autos.
Oh.
I'll make sure these are doing the right thing. Oh my god! See, that's not one I use very much. Is the yaw, which is with it's the. And this is the side step one. So these are the ones that I want to get working. So these are the side step forces. And that's cool. So when you do an RCS thrust, the rig will actually move sideways because you don't really do that in a racing game very much. So long surges forwards, long surges back. Yeah. Vert G heave is up. That's so weird. Like I'm only doing that. Oh. But bear in mind, if I do this one, that can go downwards at 2 Gs because obviously 1 G of motor plus 1 G of gravity. That is such a weird feeling the rig rise and lower. I'm so glad I bought this thing, though. It is absolutely incredible. And I don't know how many units of these they've sold, but I guarantee every single person who's bought one will go and buy a copy of the game just because there aren't many. And that's the traction loss, which I don't agree with. I do wish I knew what auto-smoothing low speed means, because they just add stuff. Anyway, I am going to go to bed now, so thank you all for watching, thank you all for helping. We're back, I think, tomorrow for some Mindustry, and we're going to do another hopeful big test on Friday for AstroTrucks, and I will try and fix as many of the bugs as I can, and more importantly, we will be doing the new build of Unity, which terrifies me. Yeah. Cool. Good night, everyone.